bro. What?
None of it. None of it.
That's why I said I was
Pre-game,
for a second, but I was like, fuck it.
Oh yeah.
All right, let me answer this thing. What's happening, family? Welcome to episode 2 of course, the Rec League, man. Not as many people as last time, but we still got some great people here. Of course, we got my guy Wes here. His eyes are finally on the screen. You know this when you don't go live during the games. Wes is fully in. We got my guy Zen here, Swaggy, White Boy, of course, aka Russ. We got the beautiful Shamaria here. We got Gobi. He's a dickhead, but he no ball. And of course, my biggest brother Dom, man. Hey, to start it off, man. You know, Denver Nuggets went down 3-1 to the Timberwolves, and injury looks pretty bad. They saying Dante might be out for the rest of the season. Hey man, how we feel? Like y'all started off, man. We can go in order. You know, who want to go for? Ladies can go first. Actually, I want to hear from Shamaria. Actually, Shamaria, what's going on with Denver and this the way this ship is going down?
Well, it's utterly embarrassing. We're talking about a player that a lot of people think is one of the best offensive player, and the way the Timberwolves have managed to make him look in this series has been once again embarrassing, has been crazy. Coming in, I did have Denver winning the series. I can't remember in how many games, but I did have Denver. And to see, because like in the series also Ant dealing with injuries, so I didn't expect him to do much, but man, oh man, I want to say it was game 2 or 3, he played good, played great. But it's embarrassing. We got to start having certain conversations when it comes to Joker for sure.
Damn. Well, don't be afraid, man. Y'all, one of y'all go next, man.
Hey. Wes, you got it.
As the resident Jokic fan here, man. This is our LeBron moment, man. And I'm not sure if we recover from it.
20, yeah.
20. We aren't as young as LeBron when he had it.
2011?
Yeah, this is our LeBron moment, man.
All right, Chief.
And I'm just not sure if we can recover from it. We are older. Our best.
You saying we?
You said what?
That's the way you just saying we is funny. That's all.
Yeah, we, man. We're older. Our best years seem to be behind us. And this is by far some of the worst basketball I've ever seen this guy play in his entire life. Even when he was like lower usage, he didn't play this poorly, bro. I have no excuses. I have no idea how this has happened. But
them damn lights off, bro. I'm sorry.
Call the police, man. This is the police, man. This the the police in your back door. Hey, yo, call the police, man.
Hey,
you niggas are fraud. Call the police.
Real quick before the next person goes, I will say this. Jokic has sucked, and he should bear the most blame. The Denver Nuggets front office should be ashamed of themselves. I hope every last one of them are on the unemployment line. And some real roster overhaul and some major front office changes have to take place, man. Everything. They had 3 players scoring double figures tonight. 3. One of the 3 players scored 10 points off the bench. Tim Hardaway Jr. That is not a good team. I misjudged them. I miscalculated. And Jokic has been poor. Like, if he was the best version of himself, I still think they get through the series. But they don't have a lot of good players. They have 2 creators. Their shooters can't shoot. Aaron Gordon's never healthy. Christian Brown is a terrible basketball player. Cam Johnson is not an upgrade from MPJ like some thought. They don't have any depth once again. I mean, I could go on and on.
So I got a question. And would you attribute this as far as roster construction kind of being outdated to a certain extent? Because we live in a league now where it's pass, dribble, shoot, obviously guard and defend. And when you look at the Denver Nuggets roster, they don't have too many of those style of players. I'm a Christian Brown fan. I like Christian Brown a lot. But pass, dribble, shoot may not be in his vocabulary. Same with Cam Johnson. Same with Tim Hardaway Jr. So to a certain extent, I feel like they built the roster that they wanted as far as playing off of Jokic and Jamal Murray's 2-man game, but it's not working to the extent that they felt like it would because you don't have that bona fide shooter who's willing to take those overly contested shots like a MPJ. You kind of got it with Tim Hardaway Jr., but he's not the level of shooter of an MPJ. So I feel like to a certain extent they built it with the right identity, but it might be outdated at this point within the NBA.
I agree.
For me,
I agree.
I don't want to hear that roster construction stuff. When you come into the season, I'm so serious. I'm so serious.
No, go ahead.
When you come into the season and I'm hearing this team is on OKC's level, this team is going to beat OKC, this team is a legitimate contender. I understand the Peyton Watson injuries, but he wasn't even brought into the equation when it came to this team can beat OKC to start the season.
He was a bonus.
He wasn't like we talked about Cam Johnson coming to the team. A lot of people said he was very good, including myself. I thought Cam was legit, right? People told me Valanciunas would change the NBA. I mean,
who told you that?
Yeah,
I'm
you be getting your shit off, low key, Gobi. Nobody say that, Gobi.
I'm just saying, bro. Like,
nah. For a second, they said Valanciunas. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Valanciunas, nah, bro. Yo, I'm just saying. I'm sick and tired of all this, how they were hyping the Nuggets up, and then once they underperform, it's like the roster is saying, the roster is decent. It's just Jokic should be playing better. And yes, I understand they have flaws, but if Jokic is the player that we all make him out to be, that I make him out to be, I see him. I was just talking to Dom. I said, this guy's a top 5, top 5 passer in the NBA. I always say, like, in NBA history, basically, I always talk about how great of an offensive player he is. For you to be eliminated from a series, play this poorly in single coverage, I don't care who it is, that's unacceptable. I'm sorry. It's unacceptable. So
stars are supposed to rise to the occasion. What's your word, Russ?
I'm tired of the Jokic excuses. I'm just keeping it plain and simple.
Talk to me, Russ.
The roster construction stuff, look, nobody in the league has a perfect roster. Even OKC, and we'll get to them later. And even the main star on that team has his own flaws. But the fact of the matter is one of the biggest weaknesses of this team is defense. And at the spearhead of that issue is your star, Jokic. You couldn't fix it with the big man you got, Valanciunas, because he hasn't been a defender since God knows when. And then even the addition of Cam Johnson, while a better defender than MPJ, it's not enough to move the needle. And the pass dribble shoot stuff against him is incorrect. He actually is one of the better tertiary playmakers. He can come across curl actions. He can shoot. He's shooting well. He's shooting well over 40% this year. So to say that
Johnson?
Cam Johnson, yes, sir.
Cam Johnson.
Yeah, he's shooting well over 40%. Like I said, he's been good for them. He's been hurt most of the year, which is why they also slid in the standings. Because Jokic was hurt, he was hurt. They slid in the standings because of those injuries, and Peyton Watson kept them afloat and actually got them a couple wins that nobody thought they was going to get throughout the year. So they ended up better than what we all thought because of the Jokic injuries. We gotta stop, getting this guy a pass.
Yeah, caught him.
The fact of the matter is he's bad defender, never been good at defense. And if your offense is falling off in the playoffs when it matters the most, if you're not extracting the most value from your teammates like everybody promised us you would, then what are you doing? He's not bad. Nobody's saying that. But at a certain point, we got to start nitpicking our stars. If he's a top 5, top 3, the best player in the world, I have to nitpick. You can't tell me he's a top player and I can't nitpick. It's got to be either or.
Stop being weak. It's that simple, bro. Stop being weak. And like I said, Rudy Gobert, bro. Y'all already know I'm Rudy Gobert FC. Rudy, my guy for life. I think he played phenomenal defense. Yep. Hey, we on with Rudy, man. Pause. But
and he was taking it to him in Game 3 as well.
Yeah,
he was taking it to him on the offensive side as well. Gave him a couple hook shots.
Hey, Kareem,
hook shots. You need to analyze yourself as a man.
I can't lie,
what
bro.
Are you doing?
No, it is kind of crazy how Jokic dead ass just doesn't contest anything at the rim. Like when he sees a play is dead, he doesn't attempt to slide. He doesn't attempt to jump. He doesn't attempt to like distract the play at all, make you make a decision. It's just like, oh, he got by, and then he just concedes it. It actually
I recently saw a clip where he tried to take a charge from behind the player. The player had passed him, and he tried to take a charge.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Slim.
Look at this, man.
You see this nigga, man? This
I know you lame ass.
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
This brother oiled his edges down.
The Europeans have been taking over, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I've been getting tired of it. Very excited to see these niggas go down. Shout out to Swiper. I know times is hard. They'll get better. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just feel like, first of all, I don't know if y'all saw it. Game ends. Jay McDaniels goes for a last minute layup, even though the game was already over with. Jokic got a problem with it. How dare you, you fat son of a bitch? How dare you?
Talk to that fatty. Yes,
I
sir.
told you, all you niggas is cones. I said this in the press conference. You had 2 games to do something about it. You ain't do nothing. You had an entire game to show me what you about. You didn't do shit. I don't understand this. Now you got an attitude. Hey, look, go. You act like you don't give a fuck about the game. You always act like that. Y'all love Jokic. We act like you don't give a fuck about the game. Oh, it's next game. Nigga didn't even smile when they won the championship. Couldn't wait to get to his horses. I've never seen a nigga so happy to see his horses play. Now it's time to play ball, and you ain't playing ball. Look, the tape is out there. I'm glad niggas are Coach Finch, shout out to you for finally understanding the tape. Hey, man, if Jokic beat us, he beat us. But what you can't do is let this nigga get double teamed and kick it out to shooters, okay? You picked up Cam Johnson, traded him in for Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. had a damn good season this year. Yeah, the Nets sucked. But the Nets also sucked with Cam Johnson, but he didn't average 25. You understand what I'm saying? So you ain't got Cam Johnson, who was a corner boy when he played for the Suns, went to the Nets, didn't really do too much. You know what I mean? You lost the rebound in MPJ. You lost the defense at times when it comes to rim protection, just off his length alone at MPJ. And you lost that fearlessness. Because one thing MPJ was going to do was put that bitch up. Okay? When he touched the rock, he put that bitch up. You went and got old-ass Tim Hardaway Jr., okay? You still got the Murray and Jokic situation. He don't play fucking defense at all. Not even a lick of it. Rudy has held it down. Julius Randle, y'all spit on him in New York. Y'all spit on him. Traded him for Cat. Julius Randle been in the West Conference Finals, man, and probably might go again. Who knows? But all I know is you're down 3-1, and is out. Dante DiVincenzo out, and you get your ass whooped by Ayo. I'm be honest with you, Slim. The Denver Nuggets organization, somebody got to have a real tough talk with Jokic and say, hey, big dog, you are a center, and one of the most important things you have to do at center in the NBA is rim protection, and you suck at it.
Bro,
it's like a point guard who can't pass. It's like a point guard who can't pass. Like, dude, again, over and over again, you've been able to get this offensive shit over. But for me, where I come from, you can't be a top player in the league or a top player in history if you don't play both sides of the ball. You go look at that top 10, that top 15, all them niggas play both sides of the ball. I heard niggas say Magic. And Magic is fucking Tony Allen compared to Jokic.
Miss me with that bullshit, bro. Miss me with that shit, bro. You just
assuming this nigga
now,
gets packed up in the first round. Because I know some people say, oh, it doesn't hurt legacy, it doesn't hurt this, it doesn't hurt that. But I do think it hurts his legacy to a certain standpoint.
Absolutely. If y'all want him to be the great, niggas got him in top 5, top 7 conversations, dog. Top 5, top 7 conversations when it comes to centers.
I mean, see, he not. So it's a few things, and excuse me, my camera is gone. I'm gonna have to do the rest of the episode without it, but I'm here. So I'm the dude in salmon right now. That said, though, for like the Jokic all-time convos, I do think this will affect his legacy and negatively impact his standing. But this, we got to talk to him. He's 30 years old, bro. He's never been a defender. That's not changing. Nothing about that is about to change. It will not be altered. It will not be adjusted. You're going to have to deal with exactly who he is. And now it's time to upgrade. It's funny.
So you can't tell him, West, big fella, put your hands up, please.
You said what?
I mean, he does.
Big fella, when they drive in the lane, big fella, just put your hands up, big fella, please.
He does. He just don't jump.
I mean, he does. He just
man.
To say there are times where he plays, but there are definitely times where he contests and he tries to put up some type of resistance. He's just not good at it, and he's not well equipped to do that. I think now we're reaching a point, and I hear Russ with the no roster thing. I hear Go Bells with the no roster thing. I think realistically, you have to look at every championship team has had to make roster upgrades at some point. It's their time. They're still relying on Aaron Gordon, and I'm sorry, he's hurt. He's damaged goods at this point. He's not going to finish a full season, and it's the same injury. It's the calf. It's all
Yeah,
Lord.
he keep going out.
I'm about to say that the Nuggets damn near don't give a fuck about his career.
It also show you his importance.
That's not true, bro.
It show you his importance. It show you his importance too, Dom. It show you his importance too. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, the moment he leaves the floor,
his career, bro.
Just his defense, his rim protection, his rebound. The moment he leaves the floor, man, they a whole different team. Spencer Jones might make a shot from time to time, but he just don't have the effectiveness that Aaron Gordon got. And I ain't gonna lie, Russ, I get niggas. What you mean no roster, Russ? What you mean no roster?
That nigga
you talking Jamaicans? Are we talking Jamaicans when you say no rosters? You might be talking Jamaicans.
I never said
you can't be talking about his roster.
No, I think there's a very
good trash, bro.
I think you
weak as hell.
No. When I said like I hear Russ.
When I was saying I
hear Russ with the roster thing, what I was saying about it is they have said they don't want to hear that as an excuse for Jokic. And while I hear that as a reasonable like counter to, hey, their roster needs to improve, I think realistically we have to come to terms and come to grips with, hey, their roster does need to improve. Jokic has played poorly. He should not get a pass. He's not getting one from me. He's not getting one from anybody on this panel. But the fact of the matter is, again, like I told y'all, they had 3 players scoring double digits. 3. That's not the modern era of basketball.
But Wes, like you also said,
26.
Hey, Wes, they up 9 and out, Dante out. This is the game you win. Motherfucker, LeBron over there about to sweep the Rockets with knick-knack paddywhacking them, Slim. He got Marcus Smart looking legit. Luka Kennard looking legit. Like when you were great, you were great, dog. Yeah. This was your game to say, listen, I'll give you, I ain't give you no package. You can't play defense, but even for this game in particular, Ant go down. Yeah. Y'all up 4. Y'all end up going up 9 or 10 in the third. Oh, this is supposed to be a blitz. This is supposed to be a 15-point loss by the Timberwolves. But y'all let them peoples come back. That's my problem. And a lot of that was on his effort. A lot of that was on his offensive ability. It's like, if you are great, my thing is this. I'm only giving him a hard time because if you're going to make a nigga a great, make him a great. Like, you can't say he a great, but then give him some leeway on, not because all the greats get the hard times. You understand what I'm saying? My problem with Jokic is that when it comes to him and Jamal Murray, their offense is going to always be legit. But the team around him, what they've orchestrated, you're right. It's a bad team. They never should have got rid of Mike Malone, if you ask me. I don't know what that was about.
Hold on, stay right there, because I really do think that's a problem. And I ain't even trying to be funny, but when you look at David Adelman, bro, did he look like a nigga you would listen to?
Yes, bro. He was on that team for a minute now. Y'all hating, bro.
Like David Adelman looked like he got stuffed in lockers when he was growing up, man. Stop it, man. That nigga like he got stuffed in lockers.
Yeah, exactly.
I know David Adelman got a wedgie or 2 or swirly back his day. Somebody just swirly that little nigga before.
I want to go back in this because I keep hearing this point about only 3 people scoring double digits, one of them being Jokic. Only 2 other people besides him did that. The game before that, there were 3 people that scored in double digits. And in tonight's game, 3 players that didn't score in double digits scored 9 or 8. They were 1 bucket away from getting 10. So we're splitting hairs at that point. And the fact of the matter is he's a part of them only getting that much because he is the crux of their offense. He's the one that sets the table for most people. Even with Jamal Murray plays off of him. We know that they are the prolific dribble handoff guys. We know that 50% of the time, that's what they're going to do.
19 pick and rolls.
Man, dribble handoff, inverted pick and roll. We know that's what they get down to.
Russ, you know who used to score in double digits? Michael Porter Jr. Hey, man. Got rid of him, though.
Okay, what we're not going to do is act like no. I want to hear that. Last time
I think the
no, but you are a Thunder fan. Shut up, man. Break down. You a Thunder fan.
Y'all gotta let Russ finish though. Y'all gotta let Russ.
Boy, my bad, Russ. My bad. My apologies. Let Russ cook.
I'm not mad at the MPJ move. Do I think it was an immediate upgrade? No. I think it was possibly a lateral move that gave them just a different look. Because Cam Johnson was better overall defensively. Probably not a better rim protector. I'm not going to argue that. But in space and actually making the right play defensively and making the right play to swing the ball more often, Cam Johnson's better at that. Everybody loves the fact that MPJ will put it up no matter how much the hand is in his face. But that wasn't working, so they had to get a different look. What Wes is saying, the very thing that Wes is talking about, they were trying to switch something up. That was just a retool. Added Valanciunas was a retool. So you can't say that the front office isn't trying, but there's a finite amount of options that you can put around Jokic because you can't put too many more defensive liabilities around him. If you go and get somebody like a Cam Thomas and put it around him, it's just going to make it worse.
Cam Johnson.
It doesn't matter if he puts up 20. The other team's going to put up 30.
Oh, you saying Cam Thomas? Actually, you mean Cam Thomas? Okay,
yeah. If they go out and get somebody else that's an offensive guy can score 30, the other team's going to score 40 more. Because Cam Thomas can't guard nothing himself. So you have to put guys that at least are decent at playing defense that can swing the ball because they have to fit with Jokic. Just plugging and playing some guy that can score a bucket or two. This isn't 2K.
Right, so do you think it's time for major moves then? Do you think it's time to get off of Aaron Gordon, possibly shop him, or like
you could do that? You could do that, but I don't
go about it.
I don't see the option. So. I don't see the actual option out there that you can. Can you name me a deal, Aaron Gordon for X player that they trade for that fits next to Jokic?
I would have to.
He got to be a defensive. He got to be a defensive stopper.
Yeah. I'll get back to you.
He don't even got to be a stopper, but he has to be at least be decent. Like I said, and even then, I would rather a stopper. I would rather someone with more defensive upside than offensive upside.
Okay, so let's think about this. Who's a player that a team doesn't?
Man, y'all being nice. It's time for major roster overall.
Oh yeah, everything must go except for Jamal Murray and Jokic.
Yeah, like
everything must go.
P-Watt.
Even the coach. Everything must go.
P-Watt is good. I'm not saying you got to move P-Watt, but
he was only saying two players.
I forget because if P-Watt was playing the same thing, you're right about that.
If you have to mortgage P-Watt for your future, then you got to mortgage P-Watt for your future. Because they just have so many issues, bro. And I've been saying it. I've been saying it for maybe 5 or 6 years now. This new NBA, winning a championship cannot cause you to be have blind loyalty. You can't have blind loyalty to players.
Yeah, stagnant.
Yeah, it's not even that. Teams just, we won a championship with this team. We want to be loyal to the guys who got us here, to the guys who got us over the hump. And it seems like a good idea at the time, but these windows close so fast. And they've just made so many irresponsible decisions. Like Christian Brown, 125. And now, realistically, who are you going to get? You're going to have to make a bargain buy move where you move him for a player who may be worse than him and hope that you can have a reclamation project with that guy. Because he doesn't have any value. That's almost a negative asset, low key.
That's exactly Wes, you don't think that's kind of revisionist history though?
No, not at all.
From the standpoint of where a franchise is coming from?
Nah, not for Christian Brown. I said it at the time. You cannot pay him that much money. And again, you got to look at what the position the Nuggets have been in. It's tough because they're obviously at the cap because they gave Jamal 50. They gave Jokic obviously what he earned and what he deserved. And I would say Maul earned his money this year. I will say that. I think prior to, Maul wasn't worth it. But this year, Maul earned his money, so whatever. When I'm looking at Gordon, though, you had to give him his money. And then it's MPJ, they had to give MPJ his money, or they chose to, and then decided he wasn't worth it, moved him for Cam. And then you had one more slot. You had one more player that you could pay some big money to, and it had massive ramifications. And they decided Christian Brown, based off of his last season, it was a good idea to pay him. And I'm sorry, bro. I'm not paying a guy who leads the league in transition buckets but can't create for himself. Because that clearly tells me you're getting transition based off of the people you're around. It's not.
But Wes, isn't that an indication of who you playing with? Because you got your two big dogs, and you're going.
Nigga, Russell Westbrook was there last year.
No, I'm just saying.
And they let him walk out the door.
I was gonna say,
He's a huge mistake.
Playing good basketball, Russ.
Wes, talk about it. Talk about it, Wes.
Playing good basketball, Wes.
Talk about it.
To that point,
we agree now. They should have kept Russ.
They said Russell Westbrook was a worse basketball player than Bruce Brown. I remember.
They tried to sell niggas on that, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know who said that. If they said that, you need to block them people. That's why you got.
Here's my thing. If I'm the
swiper Cam, we gonna hold you accountable, even though you ain't show up tonight, nigga.
No, and I did like Bruce Brown coming back to them, but I think they should have kept Russ. I actually didn't even know Russ was gonna fit as well with Jokic as he did. When he first got over there, I thought it was gonna be a little wonky, like he was gonna have to only play away from Jokic minutes. But even together, they played well together. That was the biggest fumble they did in the offseason was losing Russ.
If I'm the Denver Nuggets, I get rid of everybody, but like y'all said, P. Watt, Jokic, Jamal. I'm looking at the bottom of the barrel teams first. So I'm saying, hey, Chicago, is Anthony Simons part of y'all future? Because if not, let's talk. I might be looking at the Wizards. The Wizards, hey man, it's a lot of pieces over there. I got about 5 wings over there. George, Bilal, Bud. How y'all feel about all of them? Will Riley, how y'all feel about them? I'm also looking at maybe I'm gonna look at New Orleans. Hey man, y'all been stagnant the last couple of years. Are you giving up Troy Murphy? Trey Murphy. What's up with Herb Jones? I could use one of them. Why didn't you mean no?
I'm saying you have to look for a player who's seen as like Wes said, a reclamation project. Because we are looking at Christian Brown, who's considered and seen as a bad player who's just about to be extended. You have to look for a player who was weak this year, who you think could turn around in this Nugget system.
What about
why would you get a player who's weak?
Lame?
Hold on, let me ask you a question.
Because what you trying to sell this week and you ain't hitting people with the whoop-de-doo.
You're not. You trying to whoop-de-doo a nigga. Nah.
You can't.
What about the other disappointing Western Conference team? What about Houston? Why don't they go after like Tari and Jabari Smith?
Because
that makes them bigger and better defensively, and they could probably work with the offensive liabilities that they have because they have Jokic. Right?
More athletic. Russ, that's not bad because that's the other issue. Another one of the reasons they shouldn't have got.
Yeah, they're not athletic at all.
They don't have athletic.
And Whitmore sit over there in DC too.
Yeah, so you're losing me. You're losing.
He's
Hey, Wes, what you're not about to do is play with it down home, bro. You ain't gonna play with it down home, bro.
When I had those names, I wasn't just challenging him. I've been over here mulling over my head, and the best names I come up with are Jabari Smith Jr. and Tari Eason because everybody else is either too expensive, too old, or they can't guard me and Shamaria.
I'm not gonna hold you. I wouldn't trade.
First of all, put some respect with Shamaria.
I can play. I'm good.
Yeah, what you talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't trust Kyrie fans. I ain't never seen a good Kyrie fan when it comes to basketball, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, we both stand with Hella. We both stand with
Shamaria. He calling you a flat earther.
Wow, I seen the I seen the film.
But Wes, what was you saying about Jabari?
I don't understand. Herb Jones wasn't on shit this year. I was trying to get Herb Jones.
You would. So you want another player who
can't shoot? Going over there to New Orleans. I don't know. I like those players, but I don't know. But
Sadiq Bey. Hey,
I like
that's
Sadiq
not bad.
Bey. I want a Sadiq Bey on the Thunder before he started
They can't afford him. Sadiq,
but you getting off that? If you get off that Brown contract, you can probably open up some space.
Wait, how much is Sadiq Bey making?
Who the fuck?
That's a signing trade.
I don't think he's making much of shit.
Yeah, Sadiq ain't hitting on nothing. I know Sadiq personally ain't hitting on nothing.
I'm saying that they can't sign him outright. So it would have to be a sign and trade because they're not going to have the cap space to sign him as a free agent, and he's going to get a bag. He's not going to play for a vet man. He's going to get some money, so it makes no sense for them. Like it would. I'm saying realistically, it would have to be a situation where they try to like induce a sign and trade, and I do think that that's probably the path. That is probably their pathway. Find free agents who are willing to come. And it's something I said, it's so crazy, bro. And I know y'all about to cook me for one of the names, if not both of the names I bring up. But last year, I kept saying, yo, they need to try to flip MPJ for either PG or Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Two players
I'm
who
not
I
mad at
think
that.
teams will move
Not
them.
mad at that.
I kept
Ingram is
saying
a
it, kept saying
loser.
it, kept saying it.
I will say,
Wes, I'm gonna be real. I'm
I
be
can
real,
see
Wes. I'm
PG,
also
but
looking
Brandon
at
Ingram,
I
if
hell,
I'm
wouldn't be mad
Dallas.
for
Ingram
If
is
I'm
a Paul
Dallas,
George's
right now. That would
man.
have aged bad.
Ingram
if
hell.
I'm Dallas, do you like you
Ingram
got
is
Pete
awful,
between
bro.
PJ, Max Chrissy, and then Najee? Can I get one of them? What we talking? Out of them three,
I like the
can you
Dallas
pass one of
thing.
them
I'm not
over?
gonna lie, that's not bad
With
thinking.
PJ
Irving.
Washington, yeah, I like the Dallas thing.
That's not bad
And
thinking.
Najee. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you would
well,
have to give up a
Any
first round
one of
pick
them?
because that is a positive asset.
Yeah, that's the tough thing. And they used their
Mhm.
first to get Cam, which is another thing. We hadn't talked about him for real.
Yeah.
Cam is a disappointment. I don't care what anybody says about
Yeah, what's up with nigga acting like he's not a disappointment? Yeah, let's talk about that.
it's all based in this fake, oh, he's a defender, as if it's bringing real value. His defensive like bones aren't bringing real value. He's not a stopper. He's not a defensive playmaker. So he's just quote unquote not causing your defense to break down. But nigga, you don't have a rim protector, so it doesn't matter. It's the same thing that they've been facing. Like in Cam, he just doesn't hit enough shots. He doesn't take enough threes. They
Podcast
underrated.
Thank you, Wes. Every time I talk to Swipe about this shit, it's like Cam been great this year. I'm like, bro, I've been watching the games, bro. What game? At some point in time, bro, quit the fucking analytics, bro. Watch the game, bro. What does Cam Johnson do, bro? What does he do? I'm gonna lie. Cam Johnson to me, just respectfully, his confidence fucking ever since they did that fever and he wasn't on shit, I feel like his confidence fell or something. Like he ain't the same nigga he used to be. There was a time when Cam Johnson was rising and you were saying, man, could he be a guy who could give you 18 to 20 consistently? But like who he is now, fuck no. You know who you could get off of? Maybe this season, especially if like the Knicks lose in the first or second round. I think Mikal would be perfect for the Nuggets.
Nope,
Like,
nope, 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 nope.
That's bad for them,
no,
bro.
no. You just tried to give him another bad player
I
who
think
can't
it's time
pass.
for the
give him
next
a free
topic.
shoot,
That's
and play
crazy.
fake
Yeah,
defense.
that's a perfect stop.
How we feel? How we feel? Okay. And we looking for another playmaker. How we feel? Because again, we calling niggas who ain't on shit. Memphis, how y'all feel about Scottie Pippen Jr.?
Why are we looking for a playmaker? I thought Jokic was the best playmaker in the
No,
world.
I-
What happened?
I mean,
Nah,
no,
they need another
Russ,
ball handler.
That's not
Scottie
bad.
Pippen
He's
Jr.
way
is actually
better
a
than
good idea.
Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones is
and
barnacle.
Russ, that's not
Tyus Jones
wrong.
is
Like Jokic
Steph
is
Curry.
like supposed to be
Literally
the
is, bro.
mainstay, but what we saw last year, like it's on full display, and you said it yourself. They missed Russell Westbrook's creation.
Yeah, absolutely.
They missed his tempo. They missed him making causing defenses to rotate by breaking them down and just blowing by defenders. They miss his ability to get Jokic the ball in advantageous positions and situations. They miss all of that. They miss the hustle. They miss the grit. They miss the defensive versatility, etc. They miss that. They miss that energy. And they could use another creator. They have two players that can create for them. That's bad. They need a third. It's not that.
Well, you realize that they realistically could bring that nigga back. Literally.
But they try. You know what they tried to do though, Weston
They could
and
bring him
Dom.
back next year.
That's
easy.
over. Russ
They
ain't-
tried to
not
bring
coming
Bruce
back,
Brown
bro.
back, thinking he was gonna be the same guy he was. Because if y'all remember, in that finals run, he was a hell of a playmaker. I mean, I remember him tearing Austin Reed's ass up in that when they played against them, dog. He was just crushing him. Pause. I was a lot of pauses, but I think he's 2 years removed from what that was. So they thought that was gonna be their secondary playmaker. And you can see a time when they even do it. You had a guy on your team who's now busting your ass. Pause. And Bones Holly he got rid of. Could have kept him. He was definitely a spark off the bench, hitting 3-pointers, ball handling. Like, I just think that for the Denver Nuggets, they put themselves in a situation where, like you said before, there are guys who helped them win, so they kept them. In fact, we had to sign Christian Brown. Even though Christian Brown wasn't even that good in the playoff run, but we had to get Christian Brown. But we moved off MPJ. Okay, cool. We went and got Bruce Brown back. You know what I mean? I know Jeff is too old, understandable. We went and got Jonas. I don't have the biggest problem with Jonas. I know he ain't the best player, but I do think that the gripe that we give Jonas, guys like Gobe, is because when he comes off the floor with Jokic, y'all want Jonas to be. You need something totally different. That's my thing. So you want him to be Jokic, but he just don't have Jokic's ability. So the offense gonna look different when he like Jonas is not a post up, find the passer. He can pass, but he's more so trying to get his. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't the greatest defender. So I'm with somebody said it before in the space. Develop Deron Williams, aka Robert Williams clone, because them niggas the same player for real.
You mean Holmes?
Develop him.
Hell no, they're not the same player.
Holmes?
I was the one who's saying develop Deron.
But Deron's more better offensively, absolutely. But I'm talking about their body
Jokic is
makeup, the
not
way they
even
built.
a
But
better
his
defender.
what's
he
being
has
like,
way more volatility to his game
Yeah, absolutely.
than any other big on their roster. Like if you're really trying to upgrade this and play with a player like Zeke Naji, I think you're just going about it wrong. I would look at
Zeke shouldn't even be on the team, but I want West to finish that.
Yeah, I would go Deron Holmes' way. I wouldn't even be mad if they played him next to a Jokic, to be honest with you.
I think that's been part of the plan, but ever since he tore his Achilles, he's just he doesn't look like the prospect that he was. And we could.
Wes, how do we know that if they don't get the nigga no PT?
They did this year though. That's what I'm saying. Like
a little.
It was limited PT, but physically, because you don't need a lot of PT to evaluate how you look physically. Physically, he did not look good. That's what I was saying. He doesn't look like the same athlete, the same physical force that he was pre-torn Achilles, and that happens to players sometimes. Now,
I get that, but like, what do you say for players like a Reed Shepherd, where the Houston Rockets wouldn't give him any PT last year, and then this year is essentially his rookie year, and people are trying to clown him for not being able to play defense, not doing this, not doing that, but you don't really roll the ball out to see what you have, knowing that you have certain issues with your roster that you need to cover up, and then you don't relatively give people chances, and that's the reason why I give OKC so much credit. Because we at least will roll the ball out and let people rock out for a little bit. And if you just overly some shit, we will take you out of the rotation for it. Like,
I mean, yeah, I think the Reed thing is different for sure. But Reed, they gave him opportunities last year. He hasn't gotten extended tick and burn to go make mistakes, but that's the issue that's on the front office. People could blame the coaching staff all they want to. They have decided to build a team that is supposed to win now. When you start playing those win now games, I don't have time for you to play through your deficiencies and try to work through the kinks. I don't have time for that. And what they chose not to do.
But Wes, to me, that be the fucking problem though. Like,
let's move it on. Let's move it on. I don't want to stay too much on these niggas and helping these niggas out. Last take. Go ahead, Don. We're gonna move it to next after you. Go ahead. Get your last take.
Wait. Can I say one last thing about the Wolves after he's done? I was gonna say you can
say the last thing and then we can move on.
Go ahead.
I want to say this: like the Wolves actually showed a lot of fight tonight. I will continue to give Rudy Gobert his flowers because, guys like Shaq who are, intimidated by his bag will continue to shit on him. Rudy Gobert has been phenomenal. He's guarded one of the best offensive players in NBA history in single coverage. Barely any help, and he is completely taken him out of the series. Rudy Gobert has been laughed at, clowned, said he can't defend, said he's not worth his money. I'm a call out B Hen, by the way, because he always clowning him. Like I just want to say, bro, like look at him now, bro. He's about to take down the MVP, not the MVP, but a 3-time MVP.
The MVP.
Yeah.
No.
MVP. All right, you gotta relax.
I'm with you, Smart. I'll say this. Moving on to the next game. Speaking of talked about and laughed at, Knicks blow out the Hawks in Atlanta. Game 4, tied series up 2-2 by 16 points, 114-98. Hey man,
after they got manhandled in Game 3 by the Hawks.
Now hold up, give me a second. I got Dom. Call my nigga OG Anunoby at corner boy one more time, nigga. 24-10, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Led the team in scoring. Call my nigga corner boy again. 50% from the field, 50% from 3. Call him a corner boy again, nigga. Told you what he do.
Hey, bro,
this is a poor man's Kawhi Leonard. All right?
You got an elite
Watch your
to
mouth.
being wrong, and I don't
Bro.
like that for you.
Cat
What the
had a
fuck?
triple
What did I
double
say?
too, man.
What did I say about OG Anunoby?
Shout out to
What did
Cat.
I said
say about
that.
OG
He
Anunoby?
said,
Gobi
I'm
said
the
the
one
nigga
who
OG
said, I
was a
called him
corner
Thank you.
boy.
You throwing that
Yes,
on me
he is a
for?
corner boy.
Get your ass
Yeah,
up.
he's a corner. Yeah, he corner bucket. What the fuck? Like that doesn't change.
Gobi,
Like,
you
he had a great game. Like,
you a
I'm
hater,
really proud
nigga.
of him. But nah, he was getting the buckets in the corner.
You a hater is what you
Actually,
is,
I don't
cuz.
think he got a single shot. In the
You a
corner.
hater, cuz.
I think this is actually
He
off.
did have a shot in the corner, bro.
Shout
They
out
were
to
running,
Cat. Triple
I
double,
think
man.
I
spamming a
remember wrong. I
play.
think there were wing shots.
They were spamming plays, setting back screens for him to cut. He was getting buckets from there. He was hitting free throws. He's a corner
He did get
specialist.
shots
That's
to the
okay,
double
bro.
Well, and you listen,
He got
if you're a
hey,
corner boy,
For the record, he got
you ain't
one
getting
shot in
back
the
cut
corner.
screens, nigga.
One shot in the corner.
You a
Good
corner
shot?
boy.
Hey, bro. Still a corner
Hey,
boy, man.
early,
There's
you
no
must have
change,
not
man.
watched the game because that's literally where he was cutting from all game, bro.
I mean, all game, but he ain't
The
a corner.
Hawks didn't
He
stop
ain't a
that
corner
shit
boy
one
though.
time,
He ain't no
bro.
corner boy.
boy.
He was sitting in the
Corner boy,
corner. They
man.
were setting a
Shout
back
out
switch
to Cat.
on the corner.
Let me finish his stat
Every
line.
time.
Literally every time.
And he was cooking. Let me finish his stat line.
Bro.
Shout out to OG, like I said again. Led the team in scoring. Shout out to Cat with a triple double. Messed around and got a triple double. Jalen Brunson had the best game. Shot 7 for 18. Told you about that bum ass nigga. The Hawks, man, they had their ass in check. CJ didn't have the best game. Nikhil been kind of cold the last couple games. 5 for 11, 5 for 10, still shot 50%. The shot creation from Jalen Johnson has been very poor. Again, Knicks tied the series up, man. Going back to the crib. How do we feel about this series? I'm gonna start again with the lovely Queen Shamaria. How do we feel about this Knicks and Hawks series? Which side are you leaning to? What we taking?
I'm still leaning Knicks. I think with this game that they had in Atlanta, I think they can carry this momentum over. I think they go back home next game, if I'm not mistaken. I was surprised to see, but I'm not surprised, but CJ McCollum going crazy like he did, I enjoyed every single minute of him just going crazy. But I'm still taking the Knicks, like I said. Yeah, that's really it. I'm taking the Knicks. I'm standing with them. Yeah.
Were you surprised by Jalen Brunson for them to blow the team out? Although Jalen Brunson had a poor outing.
No, because Cat was going crazy and OG Anunoby was going crazy. So I wasn't surprised.
What say you, go psych, Russ? What say you, Russ? We don't want him Gobi no more. What say you, Russ?
That's crazy.
What's getting lost in the sauce is actually Josh Hart. He actually had a good game as well. I mean, the numbers won't tell you a monster game, but it really was a monster game because he was doing it on both ends. Playmaking, scoring.
We know he liked to do it on both ends. Thumb in the ass, boy. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. But no, it's only going to show 10 points. But he was getting buckets, he was shooting threes. He was getting down low. Like I said, he was playmaking for the team. He was getting rebounds just as good as Cat was, and he's actually been one of the better rebounders.
Yeah, in the league. And that size. Yeah,
like that size. Even really across the league, no matter what size. But for his size, he's the best. Nobody his size or smaller is better than him at rebounding.
Yeah, 6'4", because I thought he was like 6'7" for a long time. Yeah, you
right. Shout out Russ. Love Russ to death, but not even Russ is better than Josh.
I don't know if he's better rebounder than Prime Russ.
Are you saying this version of Russ?
No.
Russ. Yeah, this version of Russ, you're right.
Josh Hart never had the best rebounder in the world. Boxed out 2 people for him. Shout out to my
goat. Triple double for real, man.
Shout out to my goat Stephen Adams.
I'm sorry, bro. We've seen Russ's offensive impact. They're both great. Like
they're both great. But this was supposed to be wrestling.
One is Draymond Green.
Supposed to be Josh Hart love. But that's getting lost. But he played way better than Jalen Brunson this game. Jalen Brunson actually, the fact that he had a bad game is the reason why they had a good game. Because they finally leaned into Cat.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 3 games, I don't know. Actually, for the whole season, they've forgotten that Cat is on this team. They traded away both Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo for him, and then decided to forget that our offensive big is better when he's getting the ball and he's able to attack downhill and attack mismatches. He's not a rim protector. He's not a defender in any way, shape, or form. So if you're not going to give him the ball, their money for, why did you trade for him? That's actually the worst thing that a front office has done, not the Nuggets. That's the worst thing that a coach has done. He's been on this team the whole year, and I don't know. I've been confused on what they was doing with him offensively. This game was different though.
Russ, you know it's crazy. This was the same conversation I was having with Gobels earlier, where I was saying there's so many times where Cat will get a mismatch down on the block, and there will be no reversal of the ball to dump it down to him to take advantage of it. Even if they do help off of it, obviously you trust Cat to a certain extent to be able to play make from the top of the key because they're running that same action with Jalen Brunson and Cat at the top of the key. So why wouldn't you trust him on the block as well? They're not exploiting that. They're not giving him the ball in spots that I feel like they should give him the ball in spots in. And then whenever Brunson does sit or Brunson is playing a little bit more passive, you see Cat start turning up. And I'm trying to figure out with Mike Brown being around the Warriors organization, going out there collecting more offensive data along to go with his defensive data, why Cat is being used like he's a pedestrian. And I think that's the reason why they lost pretty much 2 of these games. I'm being completely honest with you.
Well, the thing
They would have involved him a little bit more. I think they would have. They probably would have got Atlanta up out of here.
The funny thing is that he even was the reason why Jalen Brunson got 2 of his buckets. He was another reason why OG Anunoby, one of the times he wasn't baseline cutting when he actually rolled down the middle was from a pocket pass from Cat at the elbow. It was a beautiful play. I didn't even know he had that little roll bounce pass in his game like that. I was like, Cat, oh, you acting different. I ain't never seen this come out of you. I thought the scoring was going to be the main thing, but he was just as good playmaking tonight.
Do you think that's a development that Mike Brown is actually going down the pathway of, like on some long term shit?
He should, but my thing is, I don't know why it took him this long to figure it out, unless Cat was the problem. But I don't foresee that because I've seen Cat be good offensively both here and when he was at the Timberwolves. And I know that Mike Brown has seen a good offensive big operate from the nail and the elbow because he played with Sabonis. Not playing. I'm sorry. He coached Sabonis. I should say.
Sabonis, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't understand. Like I, if somebody here smarter at basketball than I am can explain to me how you go 100 games and you don't understand what to do with Cat, I'm also gonna count the preseason as well. I'm willing to learn.
Go ahead, Russ. Wes, go ahead, and then go get your last statement. We get up out of here to the next.
No, I was just gonna say I think it has more to do with them looking at Brunson as the head of the snake and prioritizing Brunson and trying to get Cat to really kind of find his way. And I think they also, something I've seen them prioritize this year is getting OG and Mikal more involved in the offense than they did last year. Last year was more of a 1-2 punch, and then y'all fall where y'all may. And it worked for them because obviously everyone knows that Tibbs, I'm riding with my guys. So the starters, y'all take all the shots, y'all play all the minutes, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how it was last year for Mike. He clearly was trying to spread the wealth a little more. And I think he just, our guy is Brunson. Everyone else, we're going to have somewhat of a pecking order in a sense. His Cat was still there second in command, but it was like, we're not going to cater anything to you. And I do think it was a mistake, Russ. I agree with you. But I don't think it was more so about not understanding. Because to your point, he had Sabonis. So he knew how to use Cat. He chose to prioritize other things. And to your point, 100 games into the season, it's like, all right, maybe I got to look at this a little differently. And, that's on him.
Gobi, get your last statement. We're going to get to the next game. I think you muted, Gobi. We can't hear you.
For me, I think it's like the spread the wealth stuff. I think that's basically what he was trying to do because if you hear what the Knicks said, in like last year, some of the complaints that were coming out from the organization, they were like they didn't like how the offense was ran. They felt like it was just like the 2-man punch thing, and basically everybody else was left out. Mikal was mad. Mikal did not like Tom Thibodeau at all, and so like those two, they were complaining about those things along with other people within the organization. And now you see the offense is more like hey, everybody fall in line. Even Brunson, like y'all talk about Brunson. Brunson's played off ball more this season than he's ever played off ball, basically since he's been a Knick. So That's the thing about it. But they played well. I think the Knicks did good. Josh Hart did his thing. Whatever. For that's all cool. I want to say this before we can continue though. I need to call out Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson, we can talk about his offensive flaws, and I'm completely fine with that. He is a subpar half court creator. You
about to
handles
go
weak. Yeah, right. Yeah. I'm gonna give Dom credit because Dom be saying he weak. His half court game weak too, and I'm like, yeah, it's weak, right? I'm not even gonna sit here and deny it. But that's not the thing that pisses me off about his game today and basically throughout this entire series and this season. The fact that he's been this bad on defense since he's entered the league, basically, or not this bad since he entered the league, but this bad this season, unacceptable stuff, bro. For you to be 6'10", 250, and you can't guard OG and Anunoby, OG is taking him off the dribble, taking him to the cup when he can't even dribble. When he's doing that to you, bro.
Well, OG might be actually 250. OG strong. I don't think Jalen's 250, but he definitely has all the physical tools to be a great defender, and he's just not.
Yeah, and he's putrid, bro. There's no excuse. I don't care. People are saying his offensive load increased. I don't care, bro. I've seen guys give better effort than what he's been doing. I've seen guys contain the ball better than he has, bro. Getting blown by OG. You're letting OG go baseline, bro. Come on, man. He let Mikal get paint touches. Bro, miss me with that shit, man.
I'll tell you this much, man. Speaking of blown by, boy, couldn't nobody cover SGA today. The Oklahoma City Thunder to go up 3-0 to the Phoenix Suns. Shea had a hell of a game. 42 points, 15 from 18 from the field. 11 out of 12 free throws, man. Damn good game. Dylan Brooks had a great game, 33 points. Jalen Green. Hold up, let me finish my statement. Jalen Green, 26 points. But I ain't gonna answer you, man. The guy I'm more worried about, man. Hey, man, it's a nigga over there, and let me get my light together because I got to do it, man. It's a nigga over there in Phoenix, man. He getting some good money, and I'm be honest with you, brother. 72 million a year. Call the police, man. That's fraud. Hey, Devin Booker, 16 points, man. Call the police, man. This nigga gets 72 million a year. 16 points. He averaged 20 points for the series. About 39% from the field. Call the police, y'all. This nigga is stealing. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Devin Booker, you have been ass all series. You have been ass all series. You have been carried by Dylan Brooks and Jalen Green all series. Call the police. This nigga making 72 million. This is fraud.
As Book's defense attorney, let me come in. This is very
Book's defense attorney.
Yeah, move around. Move around. Move around. Move around.
Hold on.
Move around, Rob Kardashian. Move around.
Emotion. I need you to understand. This team, when you talk, let's keep bringing up roster construction. This is a team that has piss poor roster construction. This team is Devin Booker.
Boo. That what you get because Shamari supposed to go first. Boo. Boo that nigga. Shamari, talk to me, first lady.
No, I'll let him finish.
I know I'm being
Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Vibes.
Vibes.
Absolutely not. I'm not letting
Brooks. Yeah.
No. Wes, we not. Hey, Wes, man, you can get the ISO because you're not going to tell me that there's a roster construction problem in Denver, but out here in Phoenix, that's fine. That's a decent roster. That's a competitive roster. What are we doing?
Especially you said and Vibes, they have more viable players to their play style than Denver does. And again, they also have more creators.
You're actually trolling.
I'm not trolling at all.
I'm with West on this.
What is Jordan Ott trying to do offensively? He wants space. He wants to be able to penetrate. If the defense collapses, kick out to shooters. They have nothing but people who pick up.
Oso and Malawatch providing?
Bro, what you're picking on the fucking centers. They're centers. They're fives.
Players, bro.
What are you talking about?
They're also not paint protectors. They're also not going to do anything on the block, and they're not that great at just rolling either. They're just not that good. Let's just be honest. Not that good. Shout out to Malawatch. I have high hopes for the brother, but he's just not that good yet.
He's
also Iguodala is a decent defender, but he's just not that good yet. And he had a great game tonight.
That's okay.
He actually did really good for himself.
That's how they built their team. They're they're invested in the development of their bigs, and they have 2 young bigs, actually 3 young bigs, because Mark is young as well. And with Mark, it's like he's been hurt, unfortunate, but yeah, they don't have great. I mean, Iguodala, I think you're understanding his ability.
I think he was great defensively. I said that. I think he had a great game today. But
Okay,
if that's
cool.
his great game tonight, what are we doing? Look, we knew this was going to be a sweep. What are we even talking about?
Russ, you realize that
you brought up.
Hey, ISO, nigga, back out. ISO, move, nigga, one-on-one.
We won't
one-on-one.
We won't hide.
I'm sorry.
You brought up the roster construction. And when I look at the Phoenix Suns, again, I think offensively, all of their parts fit. They have big men who know their roles. They're supposed to play screen roll, dive to the basket, and they're vertical spacers. Every last one of their big men. They have 3 big men. Every last one of them do all of those things well. Then you have nothing but I can get with you on the size. They don't have great size as a team. But talking about their pieces they don't fit what they want to do. Like no, they have Royce O'Neal, spray and pray. Like and he shoots. He's a good shooter. Grayson Allen, one of the best shooters in the NBA.
I think good on Royce O'Neal is stretching it.
He's not a good shooter, bro.
If you're gonna tell me that Cam Johnson's not a good shooter, then you can't tell me Royce O'Neal.
I didn't say that. I said he's not doing his job.
I'm saying that they're in two different levels.
It does, and Royce O'Neal is out shooting him. So what is your point?
He is. All year.
Royce O'Neal, just to be cleared up, Royce O'Neal shot 40% this year with at least 7 to 8 attempts. Just let you know.
That's great, and it
I'm
is good.
About
for sure.
The playoffs. He just made a comment about their roster, and we're in the playoffs. While we're covering their game, let's stick to what
they had. So I named the 3 players and the vibes. The 3 players have immense overlap. I think we all agree there, especially the way Brooks wants to play. If Brooks didn't take so many ISO possessions, I might be less low on them as a roster construction. But the fact of the matter is, all year Dylan Brooks has played like this, like he's the best one on the team, and he hijacks possessions. And he scored 30 today, but he did just as much bad as he did good on these possessions.
33, don't shortchange him.
Are we allowed to chime in? Are we allowed to chime in on the ISO?
Yeah. We ISO that thing.
ISO, this ISO was weak.
Go ahead.
I'm about to say, I'm a de facto Jalen Green fan, number one. So Dylan Brooks, granted, I do think that he does do too much bullshit at times. But if we're being completely honest, without him doing this bullshit, the Suns really
blowout
competitive, bro. Because like,
and by the way,
Devin Booker's
3-pointers wasn't garbage time too. Y'all
no. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, Devin Booker shot 14 shots the game before. Then he proceeds to get on the podium, sit there with the Gatorade there, talk about foul calls, talking about, oh, yeah, I only shot 14 shots. I need to shoot more shots. Then proceeded this game to only shoot 16 shots. That is a dude that you paying $70 million to actually attack, to be aggressive, to make something happen. And he has turned himself into the right play guy. No, we need you to shoot. We need you to shoot.
I'm going to ask you, who would be the right play guy? Who's actually going to play make for them?
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, yes, I think he takes bad shots here and there, but it's like, okay, this motherfucker ain't doing it, so I'm going to do it.
That's literally what it is. That's literally what it is.
If not Book, who sets the table? If not Book,
bro, he can do both. You don't
have to set the table every now and then. Dylan Brooks don't set the table for shit. But
I don't think you can with this roster, brother.
Yes,
what?
You can.
Are you? Come on.
Yeah, this roster was hurt all year.
And the thing is,
in 5 games.
Devin Booker isn't
that
guy when it comes to playmaking. He isn't that guy. He should be coming off ball. He should be doing the shit that Dylan Brooks is doing. He should be doing the shit that Jalen Green is doing. He shouldn't be in this role.
I can agree with you there, but
he's weak.
To act like you can't do both is just asinine.
What role is niggas talking about if you watch the Phoenix Suns when Jalen Green is there? Jalen Green's the one who's bringing the pill up. Devin Booker's not playing on the pill.
No,
what are we talking about?
Playing pick and roll too.
You said what, Russ?
Devin Booker's bringing up more than him, if not the same amount. But he definitely just as much, if not more. I watched that whole game.
That's cappuccino.
I watched today's game. Cappuccino. I think Jalen Green did an amazing job passing the ball and playmaking for that team. And honestly, bro,
passing, but he's not setting up plays though.
I'm
Usually,
all I'm
usually
saying,
what
bro.
he's getting to his own basket, and I like it. I like how he's getting downhill, and he's also attacking off of mismatches.
Bro, Book needs, and this is the truth, bro. Book has to be better.
We lost
It's
everybody.
that simple, bro. Book gotta be better. He has to take like I don't care, bro. When people talk about he getting trapped and stuff like that, stop calling for screens. Learn how to score on your man one-on-one. I don't care if Lou Dort is who he is, bro. Stop calling for screens. Get actual buckets, bro. There's no excuse why he should be ending with 16 shots. Sometimes emptying the clip is the right play. And
I
that's
can understand
okay.
that.
That's just how like that's how basketball works, period, bro. Like sometimes this is why, as much as I clown Kobe sometimes, Kobe ending up with 24 shots in a game, 25, 26 in a closeout game. That's what stars do.
Yeah,
They don't
no
just
excuse to
walk
be
around.
$72 million a year and you ain't shot 20 shots this whole series. No excuse,
Especially
bro.
in a do or die game as well.
It's no excuse,
I'm
bro.
gonna
Put that
ask,
shit up, man. We
Back
won't
on
blame you
your
for putting
home
that shit
court
up.
too,
if
bro.
we add
Back
on if
your
we add
home
on
court
if
too.
we add on 10 shot attempts to Book, does that change the outcome of tonight's game?
I mean, they
It
can
don't
blow out
matter to change the
regardless.
outcome.
But I
It
respect
changed the
them.
perspective of it changed
Perspective? I don't give a fuck about perspective. Who
Good
won and
though.
who lost?
The notion, nah.
Maybe
I'm
they
sorry.
win a
That's a
game.
loser mentality.
That-
How do you win the game?
no,
How do
You
you
don't
win
know
the
though.
listen,
game?
You don't
losing
know
Game.
though,
mentality
Russ,
is
because he's
coming in
not
the games
Maybe
and
they win the
saying,
game.
I'm not going to
being
be
aggressive,
aggressive.
you open up
How
so
does this
more
team
though,
win
Zen.
the game? Tell me how this
Nah,
team
the
wins
real
the game.
loser mentality is coming in the games and saying, yo, I'm not going to be more aggressive. The real loser mentality is, oh, they're doubling me.
More
I
shots
don't
isn't more
like
aggressive.
doubles. The
Just
real
because someone
loser
shoots more doesn't
mentality
mean
is
they're
I'm
inherently playing
never
more
going
aggressive.
to go. I'm never going to ISO. I'm always going to try to play in a pick and roll, which you're not even great at because you don't get downhill. So playing in the pick and roll doesn't aid you the same way it aids other players. You really need space. You really need to be able to get to certain spots and just rise above people, which you're not like, bruh. And he can't shoot threes. All this shit that we're talking about for Book, a lot of these things are self-inflicted wounds. One of a self-proclaimed shooter who can always, it's funny, this nigga could go out there and score 30 in a fucking three-point shootout in that contest, but come the season, he's shooting below 34% year in and year out.
Yeah.
What are we talking
Yo,
about?
and
Bro?
Wes, am I the
He's
only
a
person?
Kobe-ass
Am I the
shooter,
only
man.
person who, at the end of the game or close to the end of the game, we saw a kick? I can't remember what player it was, but we saw a kick out to Devin Booker, butt naked three that he didn't take, and he said, "You know what? Let me swing this Jalen Green," and Jalen Green shot it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you shooting the ball, bro?
Yeah.
$70 million to not shoot the field, bro.
And here's the problem with OKC too. You have to be aggressive with OKC because if you let OKC look at you as like, oh, you ain't on that tonight, they're gonna blitz. Like you have to be aggressive because
They're gonna blitz
when-
regardless.
Devin Booker being aggressive can open up the game even more. Like we know Jalen Green gonna be aggressive. We know
Yes.
Jalen Brooks gonna be aggressive. If Devin Booker is aggressive, it just gives you more opportunity for other players. Hey man, I'm taking this shit to the cup. Hey man, I'm putting this motherfucker up. Because here's the thing. Say he hitting, Zen. Say he hitting. Now, that opens up the whole offense. Now, they're bringing doubles or they might be blitzing them. Now, he can kick that shit. Like, him not being aggressive. And again, it just feels like ever since Chris Paul left, he's become this facilitator, playmaker. But it's like, nigga, you hit a score. You getting 72. You just re-signed for like a 150 contract for 2 years, like extended. Like, dog, you have to put the fucking ball up, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta put 20 shots up. I understand they might still lose by 10, but whatever. Here's the thing, right? You right, they lost by 12 today at home. Man, who's to say you put up 6 more shots? The game ain't closer. You know what I'm saying? You not, you might lose by 3, you might win by 1. But you gotta be aggressive though, dog. Come on, you gotta be aggressive.
I get what Russ is.
Hold on, because I'm
More
done talking
shots is
about
not
these
more
sorry
aggressive
asses.
though.
Yeah, but
Let's
I said
talk about the
we
best
can
player
move
in the
around.
world.
Can we talk about Michael
Let's
Jordan, man?
talk about the best player in the world, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that guy.
We ain't gonna stay too long on this though, because goddamn it. All right, we know.
We ain't gonna stay too long on
Yeah,
this.
we don't gotta stay too long. SGA the best player in the world.
We know what this. Come on, Russ.
Best
It's
player in the
the
world,
first
dog.
round. Y'all walking
Hey,
shit like
what
we
I
knew
say?
y'all
I
would.
don't
We
wanna
ain't
hear
gotta do
that
this.
shit. We've been hearing nothing.
Come on, baby.
Oh, y'all don't show up in the first round. Y'all never play. After game 1, it was more the same. This nigga's
Thank
mid
the
in the first
Lord.
round.
Oh.
Blase blah. Bruh. No, let's take some time to appreciate greatness. We can take some time to
He was bad in game 1.
fucking fawn over fucking Devin Booker.
Fuck you, nigga.
He was shooting wise. He was.
We know who SGA is. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, listen.
Just make
bro.
sure you continue to know. And what did he say? I don't need it. 15 for 18 from the floor, 42 points. We don't need it, nigga. We get it with the whistle. We get it without the whistle.
He shot 12 free throws though. He still shot 12 free throws,
The
nigga.
point is, we don't need it. We were 15 for 18 from the field, my nigga.
But nobody can cover you over there. You're right.
Nobody can cover us in the league. Come
Yeah,
on,
all
man.
right,
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Stephon Castle thanks other. Okay.
I got some
Did he drop what? He was dropping him off the whole time. He was
Hey, Early, you
Fuck
just
outta
make sure
here.
you just make sure you keep speaking French, nigga.
Yeah,
you just
got
keep
somebody for him.
speaking
We
French.
nigga, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all keep covering these
Yeah.
spreads, nigga. Hey.
Nah. We don't want you over here in Canada, bro.
Hey. I
Nah,
was
nigga,
running through the six
we
with
don't
my
want you
woes. You know how that shit go.
Nothing. We don't want you none of that.
Hey, look, SGA put a nice little 1,500 in my pocket.
Hey,
Sock
what them
into my
niggas
pocket.
eat? Baguettes. You stick to eating those, nigga.
Them niggas
Yeah.
cover every spread, nigga. Them niggas cover first half spread and the game. Hey, man.
Yo,
Hey man, can we get to the weak ass Houston blast offs?
Nah.
Before we do that, we could nobody has nothing else to say. Chat SGA is amazing. He's goddamn amazing. Anybody else got anything else to say before we get to this last game of today?
I have one last thing to say about Shea, bro.
Hey, it can't be long. Go Bear. Goddamn, come on, man. I'm gonna start hitting your ass with
It's gonna be
the
2 seconds,
Oscar
bro.
music.
We got him, bro. This is my last thing I'm gonna say, bro. As fans, like y'all gotta stop with this free throw narrative stuff. Usually, I don't care about this at all. Like I brush it to the side because it's nothing, bro. But the fact that Shea had 37 and 9, and then 42 and 8, and like not many people are talking about it is disgusting, bro. Like he legitimately played like prime Michael Jordan. And I was listening to Suns podcasts. I was listening to Jordan Ott. That's exactly what they were saying. Like
We don't have to call him prime Mike. We don't have to say that.
Yeah, he is prime Mike,
He
played
played like prime fucking SGA.
Okay,
we don't have to say that, bro.
Nah, he's not prime Mike because he can actually dribble with his left hand.
Man,
so
cool.
I'm gonna give him shout out, bro. Yeah, it's my nigga, bro. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
If I can play devil's advocate for him,
I won't disrespect that shit. I'm gonna let him have a shine today.
Show me a left hand dribble from Michael Jordan, bro. You can't.
Hey man, show me 6 championships from SGA. Here's my thing though. Going to the next game, man. Listen, dog. Man, I don't even know what to say, man. The Magic have done it again. They are now up 2-1 in the series. They beat the Detroit Pistons 113-105. Hey man, say man. Never stinker from the Detroit Pistons, man. Kay Cunningham was 8 for 23, 27 points. Jaden Durham was in foul trouble, only had 8 points, 9 rebounds, played 27 minutes. Min Thompson went 7 for 10, 17 points. Really only 3 guys, and Harris had a good, if you watch the game, he had a good late fourth quarter, went 8 for 16, 23 points. Only 4 guys on the team scored double digits. Can the Orlando Magic upset the number 1 seed Detroit Pistons, man? What say y'all?
I want to swing this to Russ. I know he said he got something to talk about.
Oh man.
Oh, before we go, Paulo Big Girl, 25 points, 6 for 17. Wagner, 17, 7 for 18. And then the big man who been killing all year, 25 points, 50% from the field, 7 for 9 from the 3-point line. Motherfucking Desmond Bane. God damn, you been cooking this shit, man.
Desmond Bane, he got a scope attached to his wrist. I will say that. I'm actually ashamed that he don't shoot that thing more. That's really what it is. He really needs to shoot that thing more. That's the only reason why some of these games have been close. This series is shaping up to be fun, not because both teams are good. It's because both teams, they like to show their ass. They just take turns messing up. Out here. It's so terrible.
Me too, Trey. Me too.
It's like, so I try to give Cade grace all year because and I gave him this grace last year too. He's extremely turnover prone, and he's not the best at actually creating advantages for the team off the dribble without the pick and roll because he can't get downhill by himself. He doesn't have the burst for that. So even though he's huge, he's like 6'8", he can't get past anybody. He has to get his shoulder down and just get past him slowly. Get him on his shoulder, on his hip, and then he can play make. Then he can dump it off or lob to the bigs that he has, and that's great and all. But the simple fact of the matter is like a disciplined defense isn't always going to go for that or fall for that, or they'll just settle with it. And that's why you see him end up with a game where he has 9 turnovers, a game where he has to settle for turnover fades that he's okay at. He's not the best at. He doesn't have a drop step that he can memorize. If he turns his shoulder to you and actually turns around, it's going to be a fade. He's not going to fake into a drop step. He's not going to do a
Kobe said it best. Sometimes K plays accidental basketball to where like he'll go to the cup and then maybe he doesn't have the lay or he doesn't have what he wants and then he'll pass it last minute. And that's what a lot of this game was, where it was bad late passes across the court, last minute trying to go up in the air. You don't supposed to be jump passing. And they were still in that shit, man. They was looking for that shit. So it was like you said, man. There's a lot of bad basketball today from him.
Y'all get on the wrong
K is
player,
the worst
man.
in between of like James Harden and like Tyrese Halliburton, because James Harden made a lot of like by the book reads. Like if you go down James Harden's assists, like 80% of them are like the obvious read, but you couldn't stop it because of how much gravity he had, what he could do to you by himself.
Kane like a poor man, Penny Hardaway, man. He's still golly, boy.
I don't disrespect Penny like that. That's nasty.
I said poor man's.
That's nasty.
What's who's the problem, Gobi? I want to let you go. I want you got something over there. Who's the problem?
He gonna say Jalen Duren.
That Duren was in foul trouble, man. Come on.
You know what's so funny, bro?
Was he in foul trouble?
He actually played good
Absolutely.
early on in the game.
He did. He was in foul trouble.
I said this before, like he really started to take over. Like I thought he turned a new leaf. But I did say this. I said, bro, he's like a dynasty starts after you center. Because, like, for starters, defensively speaking, bro, like, he kind of weak. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. He's kind of weak for what he looks like. He's supposed to be this Dwight Howard built player who's a subpar rim protector. He getting absolutely outplayed by his ex's nigga on national television.
TMZ
like,
Gobi over here. Thank you.
Bro, nah, real bro.
Shout out Reese
Wendell Carter. I'm gonna be so real with you. And Magic fans were saying this all season. Wendell Carter is sorry. He is sorry. And the fact that he's been completely outplaying him, killing him on the glass, drawing fouls consistently. Yeah, he's been sorry this season.
I'm gonna be real with you. Hey, look, Gobi. I know you used to be in the spaces talking your shit. I'm gonna be real with you. Any one of these reels go viral, getting put out, nigga gonna be in your DMs, man. You call a lot of niggas trash and sorry, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man. You are quick to call a nigga trash and sorry.
Yeah, some niggas are sorry. Yes, they are sorry. He was sorry this season. Wendell, bro, listen, it's funny because I love Wendell out of Duke.
He don't know yet, dog.
He been sorry. He sorry.
He ain't had a nigga DM him. He ain't had a nigga DM him yet. That's all.
Hey, shout out to Kane for digging him out of the hole that he dug, by the way. I will say that.
People gonna bring literally though, Gobi. If you watch the game before, when Jalen Duren, he was in foul trouble earlier, I give him that. But when he got back in the game, part of the reason why them niggas literally came back is because of his rim protection. But again, he was 5 fouls in early in the fourth. They had to play him. They got to hold him out the whole third quarter. He comes in, they come back on his back, damn near defensively, and then he gets in foul trouble. He gets a bullshit foul, and from that point forward, when he got out of the game, they was cooked. So I'm saying like. He wasn't bad defensively. He did get in foul trouble, but nigga, they came back down like 15 because of him, because of his rim protection and his pressure. Like it was because of him.
This is the second game in a row where he was in like the second out of the 3 that he's been in foul trouble. He has to do a better job. He has to do a better job defending.
Orlando's offensive process is weak as hell too, though.
Oh my god!
I can't really give Duren all the love in the world on his defense. It's not hard to guard that team if you just corral them. And they don't know how to get any shooter open besides Bane. And really, Bane don't even be open half the time.
If you could just stop Paolo and his drives, once you get Paolo in the mid-range area, that nigga panics. Like if his drive don't get him underneath the rim, once he gets in the, as long as you can stop him before he gets that dumbass spin off, he literally panics, bro. He'll make the dumbest plays.
Well, Spin isn't even that effective all the time. Like he like I said, he doesn't have the touch just yet. Like I said, I want to see Paolo get better, but that touch is just not there when it comes to a jump shot and when it comes to him doing the turnaround. Like
Desmond Bane is saving these niggas, dog.
Man, can we just keep it simple? I think that Detroit messed up. Not even messed up, but if we being completely honest, like from a real standpoint, bro, they need a secondary creator next to Cade before They're gonna do anything. If we're being honest, everybody knows.
Maybe if Devin Booker went over there,
they both need creators.
He gonna wipe that whole team out, making $70 million. No, that's a problem.
But this
Kawhi
I wouldn't mind seeing Jalen Green in Detroit.
Kawhi.
Nah,
don't give me no old nigga. Don't put no old nigga beside me. Give me nigga who gonna be here for a while. Wes, you got anything to say, man? We want to hear from you,
man. This is the issue with not being able to capitalize off of the assets you have in your stable. And granted, prayers to Jaden Ivey for whatever he's going through. And maybe he's not going through anything. Maybe God is the center of his universe, and I respect that because I love God myself, so I want to be careful to that topic. But if they were going to no longer be in the Jaden Ivey camp, you got to make sure that you can move off of him quick enough to get some real value. And it's something I was saying in the offseason. When he got hurt, after you saw how you played last year, I was saying, I will move him in the offseason. Try to see if there's a team out there that wants to take a fly on him, etc. But go surround Cade with something else. And then they lost Malik Beasley. We understand what he was going through. I think he got cleared, though. And, they didn't get back on his line. They have not done a good job at all putting good offensive pieces on that team.
Yeah.
It is such a lackluster offensive roster. It is embarrassing.
I think you said it first, too, Wes. How bad that you said offense going to be a problem, man.
Yeah. I was firm on that. And that's actually why I had Cleveland. I thought they could get out of the series, and I still think they can. But I have Cleveland beating whoever wins the series regardless. And it was because of that very reason. And hopefully JB can draw up some things to get Jalen going, figure out other ways to get him the ball and, render him successful. But this is tough. And shout out to Orlando, man. Like, after such an awful regular season, things broke in their favor because I think this is a really good matchup for them. It's big versus big. It's physical versus physical. And it's really also like, respect. Well, I ain't going to say that. But, yeah, it's that. And Orlando has the upper hand right now. So
JB's definitely getting out coached right now. I ain't going to lie to you. He's getting out coached right now.
My boy said,
let's listen.
Pistons will not matter on Judgment Day, bro.
Hopefully the Pistons can finish this series off pretty good.
All right.
Hopefully the Pistons can finish this series off pretty good and not lose in the first round. That'd be just one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. But hey man, farewell. Prayers up to them boys. We will go back to Friday's games. I'll start with the Celtics and 76. We ain't got to stay here too long. They beat them 108-100. 25 points by JB. You had another 25 points by Jason Tatum. 9 for 17, 9 for 16. They were damn near identical. You had a 31-point game by Tyrese Maxey, 12 for 31, 5 for 13, putting up a lot of shots. That's what we want to see from Devin Booker. 31 shots from Tyrese Maxey. Put that bitch up, man.
Hey, the game was closer. You realize the game was closer?
Tatum. Show love to Jason Tatum. That's what you got to do right there.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of clutch buckets, clutch threes in the fourth quarter, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man.
Playmaking, too. No, Jason Tatum, people really underrated his playmaking, even all the way back when Ime Udoka was coaching there. I'm here to say it. Jason Tatum is the reason why Ime Udoka gets all that glaze that he got for years.
Yeah.
He's a
bad coach. If you know, though.
That's not true.
Hell no.
I'm just playing. God damn.
No. Just playing shit.
No.
I don't think I'm just playing. I think he might be a bad coach.
No. Wait. We gonna get on that game. I'm gonna let the nigga have it.
With some shit,
I'm gonna let that nigga have it.
He made him what he is. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
No, he did not.
Tatum?
It's actually the reverse. It's actually the reverse.
I'm talking mentally. Man, no.
Tatum took his playmaking lead.
And even he himself has credited Ime Udoka for getting him in a mental headspace to go be a killer, man. I don't want to hear that shit, man. I'm not going for the Ime. I hate the way, and
Why they didn't
it's
kill the
not
light
about
skinned man
y'all.
out in Oakland?
It's everything that I've heard about Ime in
Why
the
they didn't
last
kill him?
week. I'm not rocking.
Why didn't
Well,
they kill the light skinned
he
man
cheated,
out
man.
in Oakland? Why didn't they kill him?
Why didn't
Hey,
they
we'll
kill him? Maybe
say that.
maybe one of the top 10 greatest players ever beat your team because he was able to overcome that. And I think it's so ridiculous to make it seem, because also guess what happened in that very series? The nigga that you are right now saying made Ime Udoka was a fucking shrimp. Talk about that. Why was that nigga a shrimp? Why was he so bad in the fucking finals?
Nigga, talk about why they was running fucking drop coverage on Steph Curry.
Nigga, no, fuck that. Why was he a shrimp, nigga? You trying to switch it back to Ime. You told me Ime was made by Jason Tatum. So he was expected to be ass. You told me Ime was made by Jason Tatum. He was expected to be ass. Why the fuck was Jason Tatum a shrimp in the finals, nigga?
Nigga, he still was doing everything else well
Nigga,
besides
no, answer that question. Don't tell me.
And then you see
outside of that.
You see exactly what's going on in Houston, and you sitting here trying to coach up, talking about Ime is doing this offensively, this and that, and third. What positions was he putting Tatum or Brown in to actually be successful while simultaneously running drop coverage for Steph and fucking Curry? What are we talking about, bro? This nigga's a
he moved Tatum all around the block, bro. Tatum, no. One thing I will not let you do is have revisionist history on that series. Yes, they played drop, and that was ineffective. They also came out of drop. They made that adjustment. And what happened is their defense, because their bigs were hurt, they had one old big in Al, and then they had one big hurt big in Rob. Neither of those bigs could play up and still have their defense recovered. That is a fact. That is something they dealt with. So he decided to play drop instead, and they were in those games. It's not like playing drop like was the sole reason. Everybody says, oh, they lost because they played drop. They lost because their two best players offensively were shrimps in that series, especially fucking Tatum. And I'm not going to let niggas sit here and try to rewrite the fucking history of the situation.
Nigga, whose fault is that,
though?
They
played a drop. No.
Nigga, these niggas is down 0-3.
We're not talking about the Rockets right now.
Nigga, it's the same coach. You gotta
no. It's not the same. It's not the same situation.
Coach.
It is not the same situation.
Well, hold up, because I don't want to move ahead. We got two more games. We get to one more game. We get to Rockets. But Gobi, I see you making faces over there. Is there something you want to say, my brother?
This nigga Dom bullshitting, bro. What the fuck, nigga? Listen, nah. For starters, bro, Tatum was not the playmaker. Tatum was not the playmaker that he was in. He was not the playmaker that he is now. Basically, in that series, they lost because Tatum couldn't make passes in tight spaces, stuff like that, like he can now. And because of that, bro, turnovers led to fast break buckets, and that's the only way the Warriors scored. We talk about that drop coverage not working. That shit worked because the Warriors were trash in the half court on offense. Yes, Steph Curry was able to get his game off, but like besides him, the whole team struggled. Literally the entire team. Draymond Green was useless on offense.
Nigga, can I introduce you to a nigga named Aaron Wiggins? Did he struggle?
And how is he getting his buckets? How is he getting his buckets? How is he getting his buckets? How is he? No. No, he wasn't.
That's how he got his buckets.
He was getting transition buckets and putbacks.
We mean Andrew Wiggins, by the way. Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins plays for y'all. Andrew Wiggins plays for the
my thing is like I'm saying in totality as a coach, are there things that I feel like Ime does extremely well defensively? Yes. But offensively, bro, I'm sorry. Y'all can miss me with that shit. I'm sorry.
You didn't hear anybody say that though, bro. That's the thing.
No. I'm not saying that nobody said that.
Points. Russ said Jason Tatum made Ime. I argued against that. I said absolutely not. Then you chimed in, you jumped in it. We had a conversation. I sitting here, oh, well, this is that and the third. And you brought up the finals. Y'all brought up the finals. And what happened? What happened in the finals? And I said, yo, it was Tatum. And you all aren't debunking that. What you're telling me is it was the fact that they played drop. Nigga, Tatum sucked in that finals. Just like Gobel said, just like I said.
Can be true.
And it had nothing to do with them niggas playing drop. I can assure you that, my nigga. It had absolutely positive. Oh, I wish I could turn my fucking camera on. It had nothing to do with them playing drop.
It'd have been way better. I ain't gonna lie to you. That could have been a good situation.
If Tatum could score on Steph Curry, bro.
Nothing is dragging
It,
it. And my
it,
whole
it,
point isn't just the drop coverage. The drop coverage is stupid. Everybody here
It's
agrees.
not the whole point. I just think running drop
But,
coverage versus the best shooter in league history
yeah,
is fucking
that
idiotic.
shit work.
you
That shit
We
work,
can-
by
let's
the way.
let's get
that
past
we.
that because that
I
that
don't want to
wasn't
have
the
y'all
point.
boys
know
out
what
here
that
too
had to do
late.
with
We got two
Tatum's
more
offensive
games.
performance.
You will have your turn, Dom. The shit on email. Let's go to San Antonio Spurs. We'll do the Lakers last. San Antonio Spurs went. They come back win of the century, dog. Put some money in my pocket again. Great for birthday weekend this weekend.
Because I don't care about the Lakers.
120 to 108. They come back from a
This
down
happened.
16 at one point versus the Trailblazers, man. Man, I can't say enough about these young boys, man. Castle, 10 for 18, 3 for 4 from 3-point line, 33 motherfucking points. Of course, my guy, my motherfucking guy, Dylan Harper, 27 points, 4 for 5 from 3-point line, 9 for 12 from the fucking field. Came in the third and fourth quarter and completely brought them back. Darren Fox, you be on bullshit. Pass the ball, man. You be on bullshit. Shout out to the motherfucking San Antonio Spurs to win the game without Wemby, man. Luke Cornett, it might not show completely on the stat line, but he was very pivotal. Denny Avdia, oh, terrible game. 3 for 15. Most of his points came from the free throw line, and when that started happening, he was on dog shit. Shout out to Drew Holiday. Shout out to another good game by Scoot Henderson. Drew just kind of like 40 minutes at 36 years old. They overworking him. You can see him. The gas kind of left the tire in the fourth quarter. How we feeling about this game before we get to this last game of the slate? Anybody got anything to say about the San Antonio Spurs and this Trailblazers with the great comeback win they had?
Dylan Harper turned up, but Stephon Castle was also holding the fort down the entire game, though. Stephon Castle was holding it down the whole game on both ends because Stephon Castle is the second best defender on that team. Wemby exists. So.
Luke Cornett.
But nah, Stephon Castle was
He's not. Stop it.
but Stephon Castle was doing everything. I love this game, but Dylan Harper stole the show. Obviously, at the end, stole that show and won them the game. I gotta give credit where credit is due. I really want to get on Scoot because the last couple games from Scoot, it's getting forgotten about. People was really quick to hate on him because unfortunately, our brother was drafted second, and people was having unserious about conversations about him being better than Wemby back when that used to be a thing before the draft. People was bored.
I remember.
People was bored that summer. People get bored, and that's not fair to Scoot because then Scoot is going to be held to an unfair standard that he never asked for when he's really been hooping ever since really the back half of his rookie year. He actually came together in his rookie year on the back half of it. This year he's really putting it together, and it makes me wonder what they're actually going to do when Dame comes back. Because I would hate to see Scoot relegated to a backup guard, but I don't see a world where they can both start with the rest of the roster they have.
Anybody anything to say?
Yeah, I agree with
Like
his
he's sick, man.
Scoot. I agree with his Scoot comments. My biggest issue for Portland, they can't consistently get paint touches. And that's embarrassing without Wemby on the floor.
Yeah.
I love Scoot as a prospect. I loved him when he was coming out of Georgia. Stayed with him in the G League or G League Ignite rather, and also with the Trailblazers. But his athleticism has gone down. Like he's not, and some of it is ball handling and not just athleticism, but still he can't consistently get a paint touch. And nobody else can consistently get a paint touch. Outside of Denny, but Denny is so reliant on free throws. His paint touches aren't as backbreaking, and they don't create for the offense.
God,
the
you're
way that they
tweaking,
should.
bro.
He don't get many and one. At one point in the game,
He
the nigga had
does.
11 points and
He
went
does.
9 for 10 from the free throw line, bro.
And that's
Move
not
around.
even slight to
Yeah.
Denny. I'm not trying to hate
Not
on Denny.
fouling.
What I'm saying. We're saying that, Go Bells. I don't want it to come off like that because I think Denny is a good player. But yeah, Portland, that game completely switched because they couldn't get an easy basket. And they stopped being able to make jumpers. And San Antonio gave it to them. They got stops. They got out in transition. Portland couldn't get their defense set. Everything that was working for them in the first half, being able to get a set defense, see Rob Will be a madman. It's crazy how injuries will rob players, no pun intended. He is a really, really special player.
Man, what? His rim protection and his ability to you just that rim his rim protection, and then also his ability to offensive rebound and just staying the dunker, the alley oops, running the floor, man. I'm with you, Wes. Shout out to Robert Williams, man. He's a guy that a true contender could use.
Yeah, but
Super
salute
Saiyan
to the
3
Spurs,
Noel, man.
the resolve, and I'm just glad I won the Fox Wars. He's terrible. He sucks.
Yeah, oh my God.
That
Huh?
might
They might have to bring him off the
that
bench,
might
man.
Go ahead, go Bill.
No, I want to hear that.
Go ahead,
They
go
might have to
Bill.
bring
Y'all
him off
will
the
rue
bench.
the
might
day
be.
y'all say
Before
this,
you do
bro.
that, though, Gobert, because I want to say, Wes, are you the one who
Oh,
said
that
it?
nigga
Who did you say Stephon Castle could be? We could turn into?
Who did I say you could turn into?
No, I said Wes. Wes. I said Wes. I want to hear Wes. I know Gobe's about to go. I know you Gobert because you're a Gobert fan. But Wes, who did you say Stephon? You the one that said Stephon Castle could be a rendition of Jalen Brown? Was that you?
Nah, I ain't say that shit.
Okay, wasn't you? All right, Gobert, talk to me, Gobe.
Yeah, the Blazers suck. I can't believe people thought they'd win another game, even without Wemby. They're not a team that's supposed to beat this team at all, especially when you have playoff Drew on your roster. Drew Holiday, yes, I'm serious. I will always clown Drew
Respect
Holiday
Drew for
being.
dropping a 30 piece, but 29.
Yeah. It was 29, but it wasn't his fault. This loss was not his fault.
I'm not blaming him, but he playoff Drew, so he weak. I'm sorry. I have pent up.
That's champion.
I have pent up anger from what he did in that Celtics Bucks series or the Miami Heat series, where he just completely disappeared and let Jimmy Butler twerk on him, bro. But anyways, I digress.
Big Jimmy.
That Blazers team is not good right now. Scoot Henderson. This is no disrespect to him, but his game right now and why he's cooking is solely dependent on him making shots, making jump shots. And while he's a good shooter, I don't think his jump shot is consistent enough for that to be the only part of his shot diet, basically. Like the fact that he's not getting into the paint consistently is a problem. So,
he was a rim pressure guy coming out of the draft because they one of the things he excelled at was his athleticism. Like Wes was saying, I don't know what happened to him. Like he was a guy who gets to the cup. Like he didn't have a jumper actually come into the draft. He was a more physical John Wall type of guy. One of them modes where like he's a guy who gets to the cup. So I don't know what happened with that, man.
It's crazy because I look at that in such a total like opposite way of y'all. Like I think that that's actually good for his development. The fact that he is able to knock down a jumper, the fact that he is able to dribble into being able to pull up with a jumper, the fact that he's shooting a three with confidence. I think that's actually good for his development.
But no one said it's bad, though, Dom. The problem is, where is the rim pressure with that? If you have the rim pressure and that, you're a dynamic player.
No. I agree with you on that.
I gotta jump in. He got to the paint. He did. He had multiple shots in the paint. He even made shots in the paint as well, and he got to the paint and passed it out. That's just lying right now.
Yeah, I was about to say the nigga was having a steady diet of both, but
he made shots.
I think our problem is that he didn't touch paint enough.
What's enough to you though?
Okay, yeah, let's define enough then, because he got there the most probably out of anybody not named Denny Avdia.
Yeah,
that's my problem. Like that's my problem. Like I think Scoot should be getting at least easily 12 to 15 points paint touches easily. He should at least be getting 10 to 12 points on paint touches alone. Most of his production comes off, like you said.
About points for me though. Well, I hear you with that earlier.
I think he collapsed the defense.
Denny don't even get 12 points in the paint, just straight up.
But that's why I said it's not about points. And Denny sucked in this game, by the way.
Yeah, he
was awful.
But for me, it's about how it balances things out for your offense and being able to, again, you got to score in the paint. And you need to get there to create easier shots for your team as well. It just creates better offense. So it's not that Scoot can't get there anymore at all. It's just he's nowhere near as dynamic as he was and as he looked like he could be. He has taken a step back there, but he's taken a step forward as a shot maker. So, it's balancing out. But I do think if he can get his handle all together, he could get right back to a level where he's just living.
But Wes, did he have I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest on Scoot. It's his third year in the league. The boy like 23, 22. What happened? Did he have an injury that did this? Because you say he lost my athleticism. Like,
I mean,
nigga, he's still
he tore his hamstring
okay.
this year, and that's why he missed 50 games.
Okay.
So that could be part of it. But I mean, I just think that he just I think he'll be fine. I think their team as a whole,
he needs that rim pressure though.
And I think he still has rim pressure. I think you're overstating it a little bit. He's not Russell Westbrook dynamic, but it's almost impossible to be Russell Westbrook dynamic.
But it should be. I'm gonna tell you a guy who's dynamic, and it shows when he plays.
CP3, man.
Isaiah Collier, like it need to be that. Isaiah Collier is scary. Like with the ball.
Isaiah is who he is because of his handle, and that's why I said
you're right about that.
I don't think Scoot lost athleticism. I think he just changed stylistically because he got a better shot, and also they probably asked him to be that way. They probably asked him to diversify his game. Since he added the shot to his game, I think he just changed stylistically. I don't think it's a scenario where he lost the athleticism. To point to the other side of this same series, the same thing that we saw Fox do. Fox hasn't been getting downhill for 3 years. He got him a little jump shot 3 or 4 years ago, and he don't touch that restricted area ever since.
I think he's actually on athleticism too. I mean, he's still fast as hell, but like when I don't know what I just think he's not as aggressive as he used to be. Because like you said, man, Fox used to be, man, his rim pressure, man, used to be dynamic. But I don't know what it is.
Do y'all think that this is because I'm starting to see this trend where I feel like we're kind of trying to blame like the athleticism of players when you're hearing players like Ayo Dosunmu come out and say, well, when I was in Chicago, they wanted us to shoot threes and get to the rim. So I guess it's kind of going against my point. But do you not think that some of these organizations are kind of dictating how these players play? And some of these players may not actually play like that, but they're adapting their game to play like that.
But it's simple. Basketball is so simple inside out. So like what Wes talking about with rim pressure from guys like De'Aaron Fox, guys like John Morant, these guys who can consistently get rim pressure, you open up the offense so much more by being able to get other players involved. You know, shot shooters, just kick outs, even at times, because rim pressure also creates offensive rebounds, especially if you have a shot blocker, because he has to be accountable for, okay, this guy's going to come to pay. I have to be able to defend this, which leads more offensive rebounds. Like things like that, it just makes the game easier for every team if you have a guy who can have constant rim pressure or just consistent rim pressure. For me,
yeah, I don't think teams are keeping guys with that.
I
even when
think
players
some
come out and
teams
saying
like,
it straight up and putting it on Front Street. But go ahead, go Bells.
No, I was gonna say I don't think that was the case for Fox because De'Aaron Fox is a 78%, like he's like a 75% rim finisher, bro. I don't think they'd tell a guy, you know, bro, stop taking layups, especially when he's super effective at it. Like that doesn't even meet the analytics. Like analytics niggas wouldn't even tell him to do that stuff. He just changed his game.
Well,
once he
I'm not
joined Curry's
camp. The thing is, they could actually. I'm not saying they did, but they could, especially when you have someone like Sabonis who clogs the paint. That could have been a reason why they told him not to drop. I'm not saying they did, but you pontificating like you know what they said in those meetings is crazy to me.
Well, part of what made him so dynamic, it was his rim pressure.
Yeah, but what Gobel said is it makes logical sense, and maybe their front office was illogical. It is the Kings, but I mean he's on a different team now anyway, and he still isn't going to the paint as much. And I don't think front office analytics does not tell you to not take twos. Analytics actually says the most efficient shot is the layup. The most efficient shot is 3 feet in. So
analytics say don't take fucking long twos because it's not worth it. That's what analytics say.
Yeah, I don't think any front offices.
Yeah, actually, analytics have been pointing towards that mid-range is actually being positive as well too here recently.
Yeah, because niggas like SGA winning championships off of it. I bet
for sure. But I think once some of these players start becoming cozy with shooting a jump shot, I think they start falling into the trend of I'm gonna be a shooter first and then secondary. I'll get to the rim when I can, instead of it being more so like bullheaded like a John Morant, where it's like, nah, I'm getting to this cup at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting to this cup.
With Stephon Castle, because even though he went 3 for 4 from the 3-point line, one thing he gonna do is get to the motherfucking cup. I love beating Stephon Castle, boy, and the way his his ability to score in traffic around the rim is beautiful, dog, man. That hell of a team, dog. I'm proud of them boys, man. Without Wemby, like I like to see this, like you're battle tested. Let's get to the main
Not wait
event
for the
though.
post Fox era, bro. That's gonna be such a dirty team when they get.
Oh my god, 2 6'5", 6'6" guards running the 1 and the 2 that can shoot and defend.
Team, they're gonna be so dynamic, bro.
Oh my god,
all
what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with 2 6'6" niggas off the rip? All right,
they got Baby Harden there, and they don't even know it yet because they got this bum ass nigga called Fox on their team.
De'Aaron Fox is still good.
Oh, you think Dylan Harper? Ho! This is clippable. Wes, I got to put you on the big screen. Do you think Dylan Harper is a baby James Harden?
Yes, I do, and I think the only thing standing in his way is that bum number 4 on their team. Facts. The dynasty starts after Fox.
You had to say James Harden name. I don't know why you had to do that. That's crazy.
The dynasty starts after Fox.
That's insane, dog. All right, game of the hour, man. We got to talk about it, man. We've been waiting on it all week. This is the game. Lakers go up 3-0 on the motherfucking Houston Rockets. It might be a sweep. Oh my God, I don't.
Yeah, let's get back to that bum that
call the police.
Yeah,
call the police.
Hey,
the Rockets were frauds all along. Kevin Durant, you can't even sit on the bench and cheer your team on. You never addressed the leaked motherfucking tweet allegations that came out from the burner account when you called my man Jabari Smith an R-word. If you know, you know. Kevin Durant, Houston, we have a problem. Ime Adoku, you ain't been shit since Nia Long left you. What's going on, man?
Hey, that's the smartest thing Early said all day, man. I honestly don't
like.
Wait,
I could have sworn she stayed with him.
No, she didn't. Meanwhile, let me just. I know we talking ball. Shout out Nia Long. I went to go see Michael Jackson movie. You did a bang up job playing Catherine. Bang up job playing Catherine Jackson. Shout out Nia Long. If she gets the best supporting female actor in the Oscars, I wouldn't be surprised. But let's go on to these motherfucking Houston Rockets, man. What say you guys about the Houston Rockets? What the hell is going on in Houston?
Since we was already on, I'm gonna get back on Ime's bumper again. Shout out to Dom. If he's such a good defensive coach,
talk to me.
If he is,
talk to me.
And I'm just gonna assume he is. How come he can't formulate a scheme where he can use his best shooter and playmaker, that is Reed Shepherd? And I'm not even the highest on Reed Shepherd, but the fact of the matter is, I think he's gotten better since last year, and he is their best shooter and playmaker that they can actually put out there right now. Kevin Durant has a phantom injury. I'm sorry, so he doesn't count right now. And even then, Reed Shepherd is a better playmaker and a better passer and dribbler than he is right now. I thought Gob had him.
I'm just like, have you seen Reed, bruh? Reed is like, he been.
That's a cone. That's a cone. That's a cone. That's what a cone looks like.
Name me the better ball handler. I'll wait.
Then who? I'm just saying.
If you want to pull Fred out, that's
like,
fine, but he can't play minutes right now.
My thing is, you're getting on Ime, but like Reed Shepherd is his best ball handler. How can I coach an offense or coach a defense when Reed Shepherd is a major part of this team? I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. Real quick. Whoa.
We don't get this pass to nobody.
Here's my problem. Let me. I gotta adjust Gobi. Here's my problem. For you to say, first of all, Ime had all fucking season to either input to the GM or the owner of trying to find some type of secondary ball handler all fucking season. That's part of what a coach does. He speaks up and he says, hey, look, I need this for us to move forward. You stuck with Reed Shepherd. That was your idea. You knew you needed more ball handlers. The whole season showed it because every time y'all played against somebody who blitzed Kevin Durant, you niggas had bad basketball. Do not try to defend Ime Udoka on only having Reed Shepherd as a secondary ball handler. Fuck out of here with that.
Bro,
you just said what are you supposed to do with Reed Shepherd? Nigga, you could have got a replacement or somebody else.
Nigga, he's not the GM. What the hell?
I just said, Wes, I'm not. I just said, Wes. He had all season to speak up and
He
say
don't
something.
like him.
Right.
He don't like Reed Shepard. He don't like him.
he
doesn't.
did
Was
it.
bench. He was not playing him. He don't
Yeah,
like
I'm
him,
sorry,
bro.
That's a bad take. I'm sorry.
He don't like Reed Shepard. He don't like.
So
him
again,
at
if you
all,
don't
bro.
like a nigga, why not try to get the nigga? Why if you
Because
don't
they
like a
just
nigga, why not try to
started
replace
throw
him?
the
How
season.
can you say
The
he
Rockets
hasn't?
GM did not want to get
Yeah,
anybody.
like
He
they
decided to throw
chose
the
not
year.
to do anything else.
We know this is a fact, though. We know
We
this is a fact,
know
though.
that their
Because he
GM
said
had an opportunity to go add talent to that roster.
He
There
did.
were
Okay.
available point guards. My favorite player ever was available. They made decisions to not pursue certain players, to prioritize guys like Amin Thompson, to prioritize guys like Reed Shepard. And what has happened is Amin Thompson has not developed in the development
Hey, no, that one may not be
aspect of
aimed,
all
but
of
that
this.
chat was not for me and you.
The development aspect of all of this is not fall on Ime's shoulders for real. That the development part, that's another part of the coaching staff. The head coach is not the spearhead. He doesn't spearhead dev. That is a fact. Anyone who knows about organizations understand that head coaches don't spearhead development. So the fact that Amin Thompson 3 years into the league still cannot dribble is on their development.
So do we?
It's not on Ime Udoka. The fact that Reed Shepard is so bad, like Russ asks, why hasn't he built a scheme? Like, bro, they're playing two negative defenders, and Jabari's not a great one. Jabari's
okay. So
hold on, Wes. Hold on.
Is the wait,
Hold on,
real quick before you go? Is the coach responsible for being up 6 with 30 seconds left and still losing?
No.
Nigga, did you watch
hold on.
the game? I'm
No,
sorry,
he's not.
That's
I'm
just
giving,
so weak, bro. Ime is not perfect. Ime is not Teflon, but that's so weak to me, bro.
My thing for you is okay. You have an opposing coach that you're going against currently right now, right? In JJ Redick. He's fresher than you, which means newer in the league or whatever. Fresher than you. I lose Austin Reeves. I lose Luka Doncic. You have these other players who are stepping up and they're playing. Yeah, he's not playing that much, so I ain't gonna bring him up. But
he's playing though.
But you have these players who are stepping up because of the schemes that JJ is writing out for these players. Ime, since game 1 till now, has not shown any progress with this offense whatsoever besides give Kevin Durant the ball at the end of games, get the fuck out the way, and it goes to a disastrous thing. Why am I still watching Şengün post up from the 3-point line, dribble, spin, same move, throw up a bullshit ass shot? To me, that is coaching, bro. You're not putting any of these players in advantageous situations to actually win. That's coaching. That's why I shit on Ime. You got this nigga with a lesser roster dog walking you throughout this whole series to the point where you down 0-3, bro. To a boneless Lakers, bro. That is pathetic coaching.
I want to add on, and this is against a lesser defense too, by the way. This isn't a good defense. The Lakers are not a good defense. Schematically, they're not a good defense from player to player. One of their best defenders is LeBron James. And I wish I was joking, especially in the starting lineup. He is the best defender.
Yeah, you respect.
No, he's not. He's Marcus Smart is their best defender. What are we talking about?
Marcus Smart is the.
He said one of their best defenders. He said it was the best.
He
defender.
said LeBron James is their best defender in the starting.
Okay, well, my bad.
I have to respect how you can actually put LeBron on bigger players. Marcus Smart is not the defender he wants you to be. So when you put bigger players on him, he's not
their best defender, bro. Marcus Smart has been game changing this season.
I mean, come on, what are we doing?
Bro, yes, every time he's played in the starting lineup, he's made that starting lineup go from one of the worst defensive lineups in the league to like actually a good one when he's been in
former DPOY. The only DPOY
the winner
is this. He has a legacy. He has a legacy, but he also DPOY should have been Rudy's.
What's up?
Oh, that shit was fake for sure.
He's literally the only point, nigga. He's the second non-center that went DPOY since fucking Gary Payton at 95.
That shit was fake.
What's up?
But like, nah. My question for you is this, and I want you to be honest with me. How many coaches can make a good offense with no ball handlers and no shooters?
My thing is
You
that
asking me or you asking Dom?
you had are we speaking
asking
of
Dom.
are we speaking of with Kevin Durant or without Kevin Durant?
I'm speaking with even just Kevin Durant.
Even with Kevin Durant?
Even with Kevin Durant, because they still have.
Which in this series he's had 2 games without, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying what I'm saying is
We don't
stylistically.
give a fuck, nigga. Play or don't play.
Let Dom
Stylistically,
answer the question.
yeah, stylistically, when you watch this team play throughout the whole season, even last year, I think that all they did was just spam Fred
You went
VanVleet
from a
pick and
fed
rolls
to a
the whole
scammer.
time. So there was something that they had to bail out to as far as what they could run. So obviously you don't have a ball handler. But my thing is that even if you don't have a ball handler, why would your first solution be, hey, Kevin Durant at damn near 38 years old, we want you to bring the ball up? That's stupid to me. You should have him coming off of pin down actions on the opposite sides. You should have him coming off of curls. You should have him in different positions to where he can get the ball and actually be effective, where he can one dribble pull up. Şengün should be pinning other players down, setting screens, back screening, filling to the other side. There's other things that you can run with this team that he just simply doesn't show. When you run the same shit the whole season and then it gets put on Front Street and everybody acts like it's brand new, I'm
I had to
confused about that, bro. Like, he's been doing this whole year. This isn't anything new. This is
I
why I
had to
told
put
the
the
people the
shiesty on
Rockets
because
are
I agree
ass.
with Dom, man.
This is literally
I
why I
had to
said
put
the
the
Rockets
shiesty
are
on
ass.
because the Rockets been scamming all season. Sangoon been scamming. Kevin Durant been scamming, and fucking Ime been scamming, man. These niggas been scamming, bro. So I'm gonna put the shiesty on because niggas have been scamming all season, bro. I'm with Dom on this Ime shit, bro. I'm not saying he's a terrible coach all through and through, but goddamn, you are getting hella out coached by JJ Redick right now, and you came from the pop tree, nigga.
What does that have to? I think the thing that bothers me so much about the Ime discourse and the Rockets, like, granted, yes, JJ is overachieving. JJ also has the very best, arguably, offensive player ever on his side,
He is the best.
and that IQ, and he has a bunch of high IQ players. Well, I won't say a bunch, but they have some high IQ players, and Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, LeBron James. What they lack in talent and ability, they are making up for with being able to think and being able to understand the game. That matters. Houston has a bunch of low IQ players, and you may even say a low IQ coach, but it doesn't help to have like low IQ players if you have a low IQ coach.
And I,
Number one. Number two, the skill sets. They have so many overlapping skill sets that when you talk about designing an offense that is worth anything, people speak on this as if it's such an easy thing. I'm so glad Go Bells asked that question. They don't have ball handlers. They don't have shooters. How do you expect? And they also, the other issue is they don't have great passers. That is such an inept offense. They are trying to win by being great defensively, which, Russ, fine. Yo, the defense, they're not forcing enough turnovers. They're not getting out in transition and being able to run enough. But sometimes when you're facing LeBron James, hey, it's kind of hard to steal the ball. That's not an Ime issue. When your team is relying on creating havoc defensively to be good, that is a team construct problem. The team construction, and we do this thing where, yo, I'm not going. It's bail. Sometimes that's just true. Sometimes you got to be able to remove yourself from, hey, I don't want to give people passes, and just look at the situation and speak candidly about it. They don't have good passers. They don't have good shooters. They don't have good ball handlers. They are they're not a good offensive team, not because they don't have a great offensive mind. It's more so to do with the fact that they don't have the requisite weapons and pieces to make sure that they can have a good offense. On top of that,
so let me ask you real quick, Wes. I know a lot of guys like hypotheticals in sports.
Don't do that.
Finish.
The other thing, their guards this year, since Fred got hurt, Reed Shepard, Josh Okogie, Aaron Holiday, J.D. Davidson. Get the fuck out of here talking to me about Ime Udoka, nigga. What are we talking
So
about?
West, if LeBron James, if you
I
swap
got
LeBron
something
James and
for
Kevin
this nigga.
Durant for this team, do the Rockets win or do the Lakers
They
win? Are the
would
Lakers
be
still beat the
1,000
Rockets?
times better. They would be 1,000 times better.
Nah, nigga,
Yeah.
I got something for you. So whenever this nigga had Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown in a supporting cast, why was that offense looking so fucking shitty?
So
Their
again,
offense was
they
actually
play-
really
hold on,
good.
Hold on.
I'm saying when the meat and potatoes hit the game, in
make
the
us
playoffs,
the
when you
screen
actually
again.
got to play and you actually have to scheme. Why did that offense look weak?
So again, they played the best defense in the entire, like in the playoffs that year. It was the top two defenses were the teams that met in the finals. That's number one. Number two, that season in that series, he put JT everywhere on the court. JT got the ball on the low block. He got the ball on the baseline. He got the ball high post. He got the ball in the fucking 3-point line. JT fucking failed. And instead of holding that player accountable, because I'm so sick of the way, because this is super revisionist. I was there in 2022. I watched him well. I watched him. Hold on, no, stop. I watched him settle for fadeaway mid-range jumpers and not be able to hit. I watched him airball. I watched his shot diet be shit and piss poor. I watched him not be able to get to the fucking basket. I watched so many fucking problems with his game. I watched Jaylen Brown, one of my favorite players in the fucking NBA, not be able to dribble and not be able to handle Draymond playing in the gap. Gary Payton playing in the gap. I watched him turn the ball over. I watched Marcus Smart take bad shot after bad shot, have bad fucking decisions, have bad process. And now niggas are going to take 2026 and the Rockets and what he's dealing with right now and try to run back to 2022 and make it seem like it was him. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all are way too good for that.
I'm lying to you right now.
You give Ime way too much
I think number one, you giving Ime too much bail. Number one.
Way too much bail.
Number two, I agree with you. Hold on. I'm gonna agree with Wes and I'm gonna agree with Go Bells because I do think that they do have players on the court, because like I said, y'all niggas don't always preach the yin-yang basketball thing. So I do think they have redundant skill sets on the team where it does make it harder for Ime to deal with. But once again, I'm just going to point out one specific game. Well, it's going to be a multitude. Regular season, the Lakers played the Rockets. What did they do? They blitzed Kevin Durant. Ime saw this. They did it once again when Kevin Durant was playing and there were no adjustments made. That shows me that stylistically as a coach, number one, you weren't paying attention to what was going on in the regular season, or once you seen it, you couldn't make on the fly adjustments. To me, that is signs of bad coaching.
But Dom, give JJ Redick credit because he kind of let Kevin Durant get his shit off in the first half. So I feel like if he did that in the first half, I could probably give Ime a little bit more. You know, I might have more gripe towards him because, like, man, he did it all first half. You went in the halftime, didn't even change it. JJ Redick very intelligent to say, you know what, we're gonna let him cook in the first half, and in the second half we're gonna blitz him. So now you have no time to kind of adjust. You know, a lot of times you adjust in the halftime.
He saw it in the regular season though. That's my whole point. They blitzed.
I got something to say about that. Both on the offensive and defensive side, he's made adjustments for this team. That's not a good defensive team whatsoever. And honestly, they don't have the cream of the crop when it comes to offensive, unless it's Luka, Reeves, and LeBron. Luke Kennard has proven that he's more than just a shooter, which he always was. He always had a skill set. Mm-hmm. He's never really got to use it as much. And shout out to him for showing up and showing out. He's probably the best overperformer out of the entire series.
Freak Luke. So, shout out Rui, too. We had a great game.
I got to give credit to Luke. I got to give credit to JJ Redick because I think he is out-coaching Ime in this series. And, no, by the way, for the record, Jason Tatum wasn't missing in action in 2022. He had multiple games where he scored over 20, multiple games where he had over 9 assists. He was doing everything for that team and was defending at a high level.
Oh my God.
At a certain point, you gotta look at the other
players, bro. This is insane, bro.
Yo,
you gotta look at the you're not gonna tell me that he was doing nothing, that he was just missing in action. That's not what was going on. If he got outplayed by Curry, fine. He got outplayed by one of the best point guards of all time. But even then, he was doing everything on that court. Everything.
Yeah, this is revisionist, bro.
Hold up.
It is.
Russ, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Tatum was weak as fuck, and I get what you're saying. The playmaking stuff, his playmaking
and
was nowhere near what it was. He was still weak. No, he was still weak in that series. He was weak. He was weak.
No,
Andrew Wiggins got nigga problem. Andrew Wiggins got nigga problems.
He was shooting below like 40% inside the arc.
These are the same people that just told me that Devin Booker needs to shoot 30 shots. Doesn't matter if it goes in. So choose which mouth you want to talk out of.
Doing anything. He was creating advantages. Devin Booker, we're telling him to do that, but Devin Booker realistically is not a
Jason Tatum was creating an advantage for himself.
Tatum
and
was
his
a top
teammates.
5. He's getting held to top 5 standards because at that time he was seen as a top 5 player, near a top 5 player, bro. And he needs to play better. It's that simple. Him turning the ball over, give him the Warriors fast break opportunities, which is the only way they scored. Nigga, you got to play better. He was sorry. It's okay, bro. He's sorry.
There was only one other person on that court better than Jason Tatum, and his name is Stephen Wardell Curry.
That's not true at all.
That's not true.
Oh my gosh, that's him.
Name the player. Name the player, please.
Andrew Wiggins was better than him in that fucking series.
Andrew
What are you
Wiggins was better
talking
than him.
about?
Wiggins dead ass outplayed him though.
Hey, Russ, I'm
Shout out
gonna
to
lie
the
to you. Wiggins was killing shit.
What are you
Shout out to the
talking
defense.
about?
He literally almost, if it wasn't for the last 2 games of Steph, he almost got MVP.
Is it because
bro.
it's 2
Yeah, he was
a.m.?
frying shit.
Go ahead, Wes say something.
I said, is it because it's 2 a.m.? I'm confused as to why you're doing such a game. You know way too much basketball.
Wiggins is crazy.
You know way too much basketball, man.
Wiggins.
Wiggins is
Oh
nuts.
fuck. Yo, what the fuck is going on?
Bro,
Yo,
Tatum
Tatum was weak
for
as
the
fuck.
series, bro. I'm just looking. Actually, I can tell you everything. That series, he averaged
Look at him,
21
like I said, he only had like 2 games
Stop,
where he
stop,
scored
stop,
under
stop,
20.
stop. You
Let
told
alone
me he was
25.
good. So let me tell the audience what he did in that series. In the finals, in 6 games, he averaged 21.5 points on 48% true shooting. He was a negative 21 in that series. He had 23 turnovers in that series. He shot, the only thing he did well offensively in that series was shot 45% from 3. He shot 36% from the field in that series. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He had a game of 13 points in that series and a game of 12 points in that series. What are we saying? Please.
Andrew Wiggins was Scottie Pippen.
We don't have to lie, bro. We don't have to lie at all. We don't have to lie at all.
He was weak.
And this is
bro.
playing
That's
40
okay.
minutes a
Even in
game.
game 1, dog.
So then Wes, what you're telling me is
There he goes.
Hold on. And on top of that, he shot 65% from the fucking free throw line. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
so what you're telling me is
in that series.
Andrew Wiggins was better.
Yes. Unequivocally.
Yeah, Wiggins was better.
Shout out DTBJ, man.
I know what I saw, bro. I know what I saw, and all I gotta say is, bro, Ime, if he gonna get fired, it's tough,
bro.
whatever. But
go Bills. Like nobody's saying he's a dog shit coach, but like,
bro, look at the
you
roster.
can't tell me that. I'm not cutting this nigga all the slack that y'all.
Does Kevin Durant?
I am,
Let's ask a couple questions. What does this say about Kevin Durant if they get swept? When they get swept, does Kevin Durant lead the Rockets? I think he don't like to lose.
Nah,
Yeah,
I mean, he should.
nomad.
He should.
He a pacer.
that nigga a
He a
Rolling
pacer.
Stone.
Yeah, he a pacer. Nah, he on tour.
At 37, he ain't got time to wait nowhere.
Well, he should, because the team isn't constructed for him. He even at his most athletic and at his prime, 2015, 16, 17, don't matter. He was never the ball handler and playmaker. He was never somebody could get it by himself in ISO. He was living off of Russ helping him out. He was living off of Curry helping him out. They were the ones helping him attack mismatches.
Say Kyrie and James Harden too.
Or you know Kyrie and James Harden as well. You can't go with them.
We don't count the
The point
bums.
is, He always thrives next to a great playmaker that can help him
Bums, watch your mouth,
he can
man.
attack. You
I
can't
ain't gonna let
him-
niggas do that about
You can't give
KD.
him the ball
in
20
them
times and
earlier,
expect him to ISO. You can't give him the
Thunder
ball
days,
20 times and expect
Fuck.
him to play make for other people. That never was Kevin Durant. He's not going to magically turn into that at the age of 38. It's not going to happen.
Bro, that's
Wait,
hilarious.
did they win?
Shout out.
Let me chill, bro.
That's
They
hilarious.
can't, they,
I don't
they
know,
can't
they
do
said
nothing. They can't do
Flajay
nothing
was
with him because Neckett ain't there no more.
Nah, he
Neckett
coming
ain't
back
there,
to
so they gonna
OKC,
be
bro.
sorry.
Once we repeat, he coming back to OKC. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's just like that whole ass.
He
I would go. Okay.
last
I
year.
don't think Ime loses his job. I think Stone gets fired. I think they have some roster overhaul. I think they try to figure out a way to move DFS, bring some extra ball handlers in there. Obviously, Fred VanVleet will be healthy. I could see them trying to flip one of their young players, not Sengun, not Amin. So either Tari, Jabari, one of those guys. What you shaking your head? You don't think that happens?
If they go after
Yo,
Giannis,
send Sengun to the moon.
No, I would love for them to. But
realistically, I'm with Wes. They're not about to move
they're
Sengun
not
to
going
Auburn.
to trade Sengun
Realistically,
unless they get
I think
Giannis.
my argument got lost in the sauce though. Wes. The thing is, he has to be able to either craft a decent offense or a really good defense.
Right.
And as of right now, he hasn't done that, especially in the playoffs. But even half of the regular season, it really wasn't that good. But
No,
shout out
I'm
to
not
him.
reckoning with the regular season. I think their defense is good in the regular season. They had a top 10 defense as always. So
Despite having
let me ask you a question though.
as their center.
and Sengun
If we
was
go
pretty
into
good
next
in the
year, here's the question that I want to put up there. If we go into next year and we say, KD, we understand what you needed. We do have Fred VanVleet back. We will have Steven Adams back. Could that be enough to change this team drastically enough? Ask the question. Just ask the question.
It can make them a team that can get out of the first round. Will it make them a finals contender? No. Which is why I was against. Is why I was against making a move anyway. I understand how bad JG is, whatever to the people who don't like him. I'm not trading a year 4 player for a 37-year-old when we're not going to win the championship by making this move. And realistically, they're not going to win a championship by adding Fred VanVleet to the team. What's going to happen is they're going to lose in the second round as opposed to the first, and everyone will make it seem like, ooh, something was accomplished. Like, nah, it's just not. And again, they misevaluated fucking Sengun, man. Like, just because he was the best out of a bad batch.
I'm not gonna lie, he was a Reed Shepard turnover from being the star of that game, and we would talk about him a little differently today.
No, I wouldn't talk about
that nigga regular weed.
He sucks. He's a player who
regular weed. That nigga Reggie
1,000% never. It doesn't matter how well he performs.
Reggie Miller.
Sengun can't be the best player on a contender. He can't.
But let's just say that we can't say a 2-time All-Star sucked, but you definitely right.
I
He cannot be the.
Like,
no, we can.
He sucks.
Yeah, I say it.
I
He got that shit purely off of people thinking that he was a Jokic variant, bro.
Kyle Korver was a one-time All-Star. He sucked. Shut it up. Who don't make you nothing?
2-time different though.
Oh, 2-time.
He is is he not like a 0 level scorer?
Bro, that nigga real life cannot finish around the basket, bro. It's actually insane to me. Like I can't.
He was last game.
Can't finish, no midi, no three.
Goddamn time versus Jack Hayes and DeAndre Ayton.
Piggyback off West though, this team, if they keep the same roster, adding Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams, I don't even know they get out the first round. Honestly, it's just gonna be matchup dependent. I could easily see them not getting out of the first round, depending on who they go against. If they go against a team,
if the writing is on the wall,
it's gonna be just as bad as the Suns is getting done right now.
If the writing is on the wall,
I think they'll be too good in the regular season. I think they'll be a
Steven Adams has like died the last 3 seasons. I think the last season he played playoff basketball. The seasons prior, bro, he's had season-ending injuries. His lower legs are done. He just tore his ankle. You know, like he's not coming back. It's done. He's finished.
Is Sengun mimic occur?
He sacrificed his legs and all the dang picks and all the dang.
That's too far.
Let me ask you something though. If the writing is on the wall and Kevin Durant not being on the bench is a sign of what's to come, if Kevin Durant decides to go somewhere next season or they trade him, where is the best destination for him to go where he can be a championship contender? Where he can go to a championship contender and be ready for, make a finals type of run.
I'm sorry, but ain't nobody.
What did Thanos say? He said what?
If he wanted to be lame,
Thanos say you
to the Spurs off the rip. If we're being honest,
one of my favorite sayings
for him this offseason. Why would the Spurs had an opportunity to trade for him this year and said, we'd rather keep Jeremy Sohan. So if Jeremy Sohan has to be included in the package, we're cool. I'm sorry. Kevin Durant has to finish his career in Houston.
I'm with you, Gobi. I'm with you, Gobi. Thanos, one of my favorite lines. Thanos says, "You couldn't deal with your failures, so where did that lead you? Right back to me." If he goes to OKC and wins a championship, What does that do for him?
I'm sorry.
It makes some shades
like
good.
if OKC,
It makes some
maybe send
shades
them
Niggas
over
said
to, maybe send them
they
over
didn't
to
wanna-
the Pistons. Maybe that could be the little release valve that K might need. But I
What
like
did I miss, Gummy? What you laughing at so hard?
Ooh, Russ. I am
I'm
not
dying
mad at that.
because
I'm not
Spurs
I'm
mad.
dying
said
because
you
he
would
said they
rather
didn't
have
want to
Jimmy
trade
Flynn.
Sohan for this
That's a
nigga,
real
bro. Like
thing, though.
that's
That really happened.
and he's not even
talks
employed there
to
no more.
move.
He's not even employed.
I know,
they,
dog.
They talks to make that
They
trade,
fired him,
and they said no. We would rather have Jeremy Sohan, and he ended up.
and then they don't have him.
Yeah.
Don't let that be lost.
It won't be.
Not only do it not have him, he don't get no bird for the Knicks. I forgot the nigga. I'm just saying, it's so bad. I forgot the nigga played for the Knicks, so they showed him on the
Oh, I thought
sideline
he
with
was
his
the
guy.
Clippers. Damn. I
Nah,
thought
he
he
Nah, he
was
played for the
the Knicks.
Knicks.
Shout out Jeremy
See
Saw
Sohan.
that
how
nigga
bad
pass
this
some
is?
water today.
He don't get no
but
bird for
nah.
the Knicks, nigga.
But yeah,
But Russ,
I think it's over for Durant, bruh. And it serves him right. Like I love Durant for what he
Ooh.
was in
Talk that
OKC.
talk, Wes.
I love him for what he was in OKC,
Just hate
bruh.
carte blanche.
But
Let's
this
have a
serves
moment,
him
Wes.
right,
Hold
bruh.
up. Let's have a moment, Wes. Let's come to some realization about this nigga.
Yeah, I'm just saying it serves him right, bruh. He tried to take the easiest, like, regardless of how you feel about LeBron. Durant did the weakest thing ever in life. And that I don't think anyone will ever do anything weaker than that.
Ever.
And on top of that, like since then, he's shown he just has really bad judgment. Everything he's chosen to do post OKC has been some either bitch shit or just a really bad calculation. And he's just gonna have to hold that. Great score, still one of my favorite players.
How the
ever.
ladies say, clock it, Wes.
That's real.
Clock it, Wes.
Right, it's
I
too late
thought
to
he
be on that.
made a good decision with the Nets. It was just super unfortunate, which may be the karma part that y'all is speaking about.
Actually,
Nah, it was the
Karma
most.
is a
You
bitch.
up
He
3-1.
tried-
You
tried
up
his
3-1.
last
Instead of saying
years
let's
to
run it
fucking
back, we
play
almost
with him.
had these niggas. You decided to go join up with them, win 2 championships, get called a
Russ,
bitch
that
by
news?
Draymond Green, get hurt the last season with Kawhi Leonard won, and you ain't won shit since. You everything he's done has been his karma. You sold your soul to go win with the motherfucking Warriors, and guess what has happened ever since then? You go to the Nets, COVID happened. Kyrie get hurt. Your big toe touched the motherfucking line. Then you go to the Suns. Devin Booker ain't on shit. Chris Paul ended up getting too old and got to leave. DeAndre Ayton ain't shit. Then you take your ass to the Rockets and you get hurt as soon as the playoffs start. You're 37 years old, playing 79 games in the season. You can't make it to the play. You limp to the playoffs, and a 41-year-old is walking your ass, man. And it was a time when you niggas had Kevin Durant and LeBron James 1 and 2. You niggas had Kevin Durant at times 1 over LeBron. Serves you niggas right. He was never better than LeBron. He was never stay stratosphere than LeBron. And like I always said, Kevin Durant is going to retire, PG or not. Nigga can fucking use C plus or not, Nick. He's going to retire never in the top 10. He was never a top 10, top 15 player. He ain't even a top 3 small forward all the time, nigga. Because you ain't fucking with Kawhi. And you ain't fucking with Larry Bird.
Whoa.
Ain't no whoa, nothing, nigga.
No.
I
Okay, who
will
better
say
than
his
him?
career
with
would have been
Kawhi.
better if he would have.
I'm with you with Larry
OKC,
Bird,
had
but
it
you went
like
too
a
far
third.
with Kawhi, bro.
At his peak, Kawhi Leonard better than Kevin Durant.
No,
Stop
this
it.
is how I know. This is how I
Hey,
know
can we go back
Kawhi
to
low key.
can we go back to the landing spot? Let's go back to the landing spots. I love a good KD hate session, but we wild.
But we almost out of here. Fuck that
Nah,
that
you
nappy-headed
said the
nigga.
Pistons
Fuck
earlier.
that.
You said the
Fuck that
Pistons earlier,
nappy-headed nigga. I'm gonna tell you what that nigga did. That nigga, instead of coming to DC, because you don't want to come to
This is
DC.
why he
You don't want
mad.
to come back home. Hold on. No, you don't want to come back
He
home.
wanted him to come
Y'all had
home.
KD at home,
You
man.
don't,
Y'all
but hold up.
look,
Then what
hold
you do
on,
though?
Ernie.
Then what you do
Hold
though?
on,
You don't come
Ernie.
back home, but you win
He
your first
wanted him
championship.
home in
Hold
some
on. Let me finish,
football.
Wes. Let me finish, Wes.
Some
Russ,
football.
you don't come back home, but you win your first championship with OKC. I mean, with Golden State, and you bring the championship through the city
Bro,
on a drop top,
I
holding
was just
trophy.
picking him for all the bad decisions. I gotta give him credit for one of the good decisions. Not signing up to play with John Wall was a good decision, bro.
No, I wasn't bad. I mean, all jokes aside,
baby,
I understand
bro.
that. I understand that, but there were other situations. I know we've been funny, but there were other situations he could have went to. Okay, if you hated Russ that bad, you didn't want to deal with Russ. All right, cool. At that time, James Harden could have used you. Other teams could have used you, bro. You took your ass to the 73-9 Golden State Warriors like a sucker. Oh, to
I'm
this
with
day,
you. I'm
dog.
with you on that. That
Should've
was
went to
some
the Clippers,
Clippers
man.
shit,
Could
I'm
have,
not
bro. It was
downgrading.
other place he could have
I'm
went. It
never
could have been
downgrading.
contenders, bro.
I'm not going from Russ to John Wall, bro.
But I would have went from Russ to James Harden.
No,
I
I
would have went from
agree.
Russ to MVP James Harden.
I
What the
agree,
fuck,
bro.
John
I'm not gonna
Wall
lie
do?
to you, bro.
Why is John Wall getting slandered? What is going on?
John
Yeah, I ain't
Wall
gonna lie.
elite.
Y'all being disrespectful to my dog. Relax.
What's going on?
Nah.
Go
They was
Bears.
making play.
They thought he was gonna go for playing with Russ.
Like, come on, man. What we doing, bro?
John
Yo,
Wall was hold
That
on.
nigga could have went
Early-
to Boston, bro.
When
John
was the
Wall
last
was a
time
better
they won 50
decision maker than
games?
Russell Westbrook.
IT?
So let's chill.
I think it said
Hold
Boston.
on.
IT?
Repeat that.
Why
Run that back
is
one
John
more time.
John
Wall
Wall was a
great?
better
John Wall
decision
was
maker than
great.
Russell
What are we
Westbrook. Yes, he
doing?
No,
was.
he
bro.
wasn't. No,
he was
wasn't.
not.
No, he wasn't.
He had
Move
all the
around.
turnovers in the world too, bro. Y'all just
But he still was
Bro,
better than Westbrook decision
Bro,
maker.
early. Tell
No,
me,
no.
is there one time when John Wall has ever outplayed Russell Westbrook? I don't think there's a single game.
When they played
Not
each
a
other?
single game.
Yes,
When they played each other,
each
yes.
other.
Russell
Probably
Westbrook
not.
has been busting that man's ass for years. He's guarded him and he's clamped him. And on the other end, he scored on him every possession. He's outplayed him. He's a way better decision maker than John. John Wall is solid, but like, bro, there's tiers, bro. That man's Walmart.
Okay, let me ask you something. Because we be doing that about who bust who ass, pause. Has there been a game where Russell Westbrook has been a better zero on the court than Damian Lillard?
Yes. What? Are you
Man,
crazy?
move
Oh
on.
my gosh.
Move around. Move around.
Yo, that one
Move
game
around.
tricked y'all, bro. That game
Move
tricked
around.
y'all.
Bro,
I
that
get
one
it. I
series
get it.
has y'all really lost. Like
Dame
Yeah,
was built the ass
When-
to Russ a lot of
right,
games.
And you know what?
No.
Salute to Dame because Dame did outplay him that series. But also salute to Russ for playing through 2 injuries that year, the entire year. Not just talking about the series. He played through
I'm
the
sleep.
entire
I'm sleep.
year. And as soon as the season ended, the very day the season ended, the next day he had surgery on both his hand and his knee. So I don't want to hear that, bro. Dame, you
And
got-
in the words of B. Hen and Mook from the 520 podcast, I'm nothing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Hey, look, man. At the end of the day, Russ ain't got shit. Kevin Durant ass is about to retire and ain't gonna have another ring outside of Steph Curry. He'll always be Steph Curry little nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
Lillard, man. Can you
That's what I'm
believe
saying.
this? Me and Damian Lillard conversation.
You will. Hey, look.
Hey,
You
Russ
respect.
ain't got
You
shit.
said you want to say about that. You will have
All
to
of
see
the
it.
Wall
third
better
team
than
has
OKC,
players,
you
bro.
will have to
Come
see the
on, bro.
motherfucking Spurs.
What does
Okay.
John Wall have? What does
Okay.
Dame have?
LeBron James, you are still one of the greatest players of all time. Shout out to
John
you.
Wall. John Wall.
Hey,
Yo.
hey, whatever you say.
Okay, hey, listen, John Wall a good player. I'm John Wall. If you ever see this, bro, I'm a fan. But like, bro, there's levels to this, bro.
Hey, John, if you ever see Gobi, hands and
There's
feet.
levels to
Hey,
this, bro.
it's 2 in the morning.
Hands and
I'm
feet, what
out of
you
here.
mean?
This has been the Rec League. Shout out to my guys, Gobi. Shout out to my man Zen. Shout out to my dad Don.
Yo, he said-
Shout out
yes,
to
he
my
said
guy
John Wall.
Wes. Hey man, we'll see y'all boys next week. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the new subscribers. We'll be here. Reels dropping this week. Hey man, it's been great. The Rec League. We out this motherfucker. It's late, and John Wall is still John Wall. You son of a bitches.